What's up, everybody? Sensei here. Welcome to the show. Welcome to another video. I want to thank everyone for joining us. We got the legend in the making, Green Master Mike in the house, and we got Electric Unicycle
What?
L rocking it out with us tonight. What is going on, everybody? Another wheel chat, another wheel live. And we're just going to keep it nice and chill, nice and simple. And I am Sensei, rocking it out up here in cold Jersey. And what's going on, guys?
Not much.
Not much, man. Just seeing a lot of wheels.
I know, dude. It's freaking crazy. Let's give a shout out. Spartacus is in the house. Will is in the house. Hope everyone's doing well. And yeah, let's run it down with the wheels. So what's on everyone's radar? I know Dale. We're gonna get with you first, dude. What are you thinking about? I know you got a Patent S, man. Give us the lowdown on the Patent S.
It's pretty good, but it's not the links though. The links. I love the links so much, but the pattern's been pretty good actually. Like I was doing like 65 kilometers an hour the other day, and I don't know what
Oh,
that is in
shit.
miles. That's about 43 miles an hour or something.
That's good.
And I was like, that's not bad for a little wheel. But yeah, I rode the links today because my pattern's on charge,
Mm-hmm.
and that felt so weird because I've done like 150 miles on the pattern now. I think roughly. I'm trying
On,
to convert
on,
it.
on.
Huh? Sorry.
What's that, Mike?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Hey, on the links and this Patent S, do you see similarities in the way it rides?
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. It's well, they call it a 16, but it's an 18-inch versus a 20-inch. So the size is different. So it does feel a bit like it's a lot more agile, the pattern.
Okay.
But the links are pretty. Once you get used to it, the links is agile enough. Like I'm at one with the links now. So, but it's good. Like if you don't want a bigger, heavier wheel, I think the pattern S would be a great choice.
Nice. How do
But if
you
you can only have one, it's all links all day. But the
what's
pattern is really good. It is
what's
really
the
good.
range like? What are you getting, about 40 miles,
Um,
45 miles?
I did 80 kilometers, which is around
Like
50
16 miles?
miles, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, yeah, 45 to 50, somewhere around there.
and that's what,
But
2200 watt hour battery?
I don't actually know.
I mean, that's not
I
bad.
should. I should
That's
know all
more than
the specs,
sufficient
but
for me.
I don't know.
Yeah, it
Something
looks
like
like a tight
that.
wheel, man. I mean, you're getting that leaper cam quality. It's nimble. Quick. I know
Yeah.
it's quick. I saw you take off on that thing. That little thing's quick too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Now I'm getting more comfortable with it as I'm starting to appreciate it.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you rode the V14 and you rode the
Yeah.
Patent S.
Yeah.
What do you like better, or it's just they just feel like two totally
Well,
different wheels?
it's hard to tell because I really liked the V14, but
Hmm.
also it's probably been I don't know 8 months since I've rode it, so I haven't ridden it recently to really be able to compare them. But they're a bit different, but they're both really good. Like V14 is probably the only emotion that I really like, but
Okay.
yeah, so it's a hard one. I kind of favoured the V14, but this has been pretty good. Uh,
And you
Hey,
and you
yeah,
before Dale, you were
hey,
like 16-inch or 18-inch wheels were like one of your favorite wheels, right?
yeah,
The smaller. Okay.
16 inches were all my wheels were 14 or 16-inch until I got the links.
Right.
Yeah,
that's kind of how I was too, man. And then I
yeah,
kicked up to the master. The last one
yeah,
was the mini, you know,
Hmm.
because I like how the nimbleness is. But the master, it sold me, man. So I like it. I see how you like the links, but did you ever think about maybe getting that Sherman L?
yeah. Well, it'll be good for like the long rides, but because
Yeah,
I
that's
do
what I'm
ride a
saying.
lot. But
Because you seem like you like the Leaper Kim product more. So
maybe
I
maybe
was thinking,
maybe when I can afford it, I might get the L. I might have to talk to Leafy Kim
I know, right?
because then I'll have all three of them.
Leaper Kim, send him a wheel, man. Send him a wheel. That's good. Good advertisement. My
Yeah.
Yeah,
UC
Family
journey,
Guy.
what's
Yeah.
happening, Euro? Euro, thanks for joining us, brother. Appreciate it. Oh man. Yeah, dude. Like I said, I've been watching you post the videos. The wheel looks really, really smooth, man. I'm just like the weather's just been crappy up here in Jersey. I mean, it's so cold and windy. So I really haven't been riding. I think I'll go out tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be in the 50s. So I'll
Yeah.
go out tomorrow and I gotta test out a new helmet. What else I got? I got some new riding shoes I gotta test out. So that's what'll be coming out next with me. But as far as wheels, I'm gonna wait till the weather breaks.
It's been really hot here.
Yes, you
I'm
guys.
sunburned.
Dang on, dude, man. It's cold up here, bro.
Yeah, it was like
I don't
38 Celsius. So I don't know what that is. Probably like 100.
that's heating up.
Yeah.
That's the thing too, though. It sucks. Like when it's too hot, it's rough to ride when it's hot too.
Yeah. You just get that hot air on your face. You can feel it in your breath.
Like a convection oven, man.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
gotta rip my, every time we stop up the helmet straight off just to let my
Helmet
air,
gotta come
my
off.
head air out. My air
Yeah,
head out.
dude. Yeah, riding hot weather is rough, man.
Yeah. The breeze is good though.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Mikey, what are you thinking, man, as far as wheels go? I think Mikey froze.
Either that or there's something really interesting on the ceiling.
Yeah, no, he's looking straight up at there.
No, I was looking at the screen, because I got the screen in the.
Oh, we lost him. He'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get him back in here.
He'll
But
be back. He probably did what I did before and accidentally closed it.
oh, I've done that, dude. I've done that. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this one, and I'm going to add this one. There we go.
You got me now?
Yeah, we got you, brother.
All right. Yeah, because it was like, I was all like robotic. I was like, I ain't going to say shit until Sensei says something.
You're like,
yeah, no. So what were you asking me? Because I just heard like some robot and shit. I was like, oh shit.
No, it's all good, dude. No, I was like, what wheel, man? What are you thinking about?
The
As
big
far
old
as
Panther.
the Panther? Okay. Yeah, did you hear anything
Yeah,
else
because the
about
Panther, like, it seems like it's gonna be like the new thing, man. Because it's got the 4,000 watt hour battery, I believe, or I believe it's 4,000 or 4,400,
that's
something like
that's
that.
the
So
board
it's
right
got
there.
that long range, and it's got that like power, like the Blitz. So I don't know, man. To me, it seems like even Primo's thinking about getting it.
Yeah, I was watching that on
So
Facebook. The guy Kevin, when he
yeah,
posted it, said it feels like the X-Way. It doesn't feel sluggish. It feels solid, man. So, I mean, that's too much for me. And not as far as I know, I wouldn't use all that battery because I don't go on long distance rides. But for you, Dale, and for you guys, Marty,
But it will be
Roger,
too
on,
big.
well, I can't wait to see like guys like these guys that are doing these races, like Zach and some of these guys, like race some of these kind of heavier wheels, man. Because I would think if you have that big power, right, and you could get that high output power at high speed with a little more weight, you might be able to take corners a little bit better if you, especially the smaller guys that can completely almost lean their whole body and hold on way low. I think that's going to help them than some of these lighter wheels that everybody wants to go lean and nimble. But I think in a race, you kind of want like a heavy set, high performance vehicle,
Yeah. Well, I mean, did you see Maribel ripping a Commander Pro GT at AVS, dude?
Yeah, and those
Like
things are
she
heavy,
was,
dude.
yeah,
What
that's
does
Have they
that
heavy.
thing weigh? Like
sponsored it
100 pounds?
yet?
She was rolling on that thing, dude. She was
And
rolling like she was on a
it
sport bike,
probably
bro.
weighs about as much as her almost,
Yeah, yeah, dude. She tamed that thing, man. She was rolling. But shout out
That's
to all the
crazy.
racers at AVS, man. They did a phenomenal job. That track looked amazing too.
Yeah, I've always been a big fan of her. I just been watching her since like all the races, and I'm like, that's why when I got my Master Pro and I heard her reply about it, how she doesn't see much difference in the Blitz and that, and I said, well, I'm gonna spend like another 1,000 something more dollars, and then I got the Master for what I got it for, it's that cheap, and I was like, okay. So then I was able to gear it up with the Clark pad stuff, and I enjoy the Clark stuff, man. The pads and the fairings, and it's I think it's good for a wheel. It makes it look cool, and if it falls over, you don't got to worry about it getting scratched or nothing.
Oh, that's a big go thing.
Yeah,
You don't have
Yeah,
to
dude,
worry about it when
his
you got to
stuff is
leave
solid. I
again.
mean, I've bought a lot of pads off of Clark. I like
Vibes in the
his.
house.
but even if you get the Leaper Kim stuff, you're gonna outrig it, like put cool pads and put some cool handle bumpers and change
Yeah.
out the little whatever. The guy got the 3D printer. He's gonna go crazy on it. Put his own color on it. I seen one that was yellow and black the other day at Lynx, and I was like, "Whoa,
That's
okay."
good. Yeah, baby, that's
It's a
good
beautiful
stuff.
wheel. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I admire all wheels, man. They'll like all brands, even in motion, man. Everyone's got their own little niche. But if
Yeah.
you're like to say, okay, who's the big dog? Then yeah, it's Leaper Kim and Bigot. It's up there.
Yeah.
But if you want to say like, okay, I got a nephew, I'm gonna buy a cheap ass wheel. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a $300 V5 or something. You know what I
Right.
mean? I'm not gonna go and spend nothing else than that. So that's
Yeah.
everyone's got their niche. In
I'll
motion,
get it.
and I might be pissing some in motion fans off because they might be like, well, my V14 and my V13, and those are cool wheels, but it took a lot for emotion to push something like that out. So I
Yeah,
don't
I
even
think
see
I
what they're
think
gonna
King
push out.
Song. I think King Song's got it over in motion on in that degree. Like the 14D or like the
Well, but look,
the
Dale, look,
16S. They're
how long have
basically
they had the
on the same
F22
level,
for?
but they're a lot more stronger. Like they will withhold a
Well,
lot
the F
more
twenty,
drops and stuff. So
the F twenty
Look,
two
I
got.
think that just puts them just above in motion. But
Mhm.
yeah,
I know, but
but yeah,
look,
it's
Dale,
still good
the
wheels if you want to start
F22,
out
they've
on
been talking about it for a year now.
it. I
I don't
know.
even know.
I think that'll be a good wheel though.
I hope,
They're just
man.
spending
I
too much
hope it is.
time. But
Yeah,
King
they
Song's
can't.
always trying to get like spend too much time.
But
Like
but
they put
I
too much
agree.
into
They got more
safety.
power.
Like, yeah,
They
King.
got a little more, humph than in motion does. I agree. I agree on that
yeah.
Hold on one
because
second, guys. What's up, Vibes? Thanks for joining in, brother. We got DuPont. What's going on? Again, thank everybody for coming in
Easy
tonight.
vibes.
Yeah, man.
it was up.
That
Lord, what's
vibe.
happening? Oh, so guys, real quick, let's just answer this question here. It says, is the Falcon legit? Does it compare in any way to Leaperkin Veteran for a 250-pound rider? I'll jump on
Hell
this. I'll
no.
answer it. No, I mean, the Falcon is just a.
That's like for your teenage kid.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not a bad wheel, but it's like a little banger wheel, man.
It's
You know
like
what I
I'm
mean?
gonna go 70-11 and I'll be right back type shit.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. It's like a little blockbuster wheel. It's not. You
Yeah,
can't
no,
compare
you
that to a
250
Leaper.
pounds, go get you a master. Or if you want to spend a little more money, go get you a Lynx like Dale's got up there. You know what I mean?
It's a good skill
Or a
wheel.
Sherman L if you want good range.
It's a good skill wheel if you want to learn how to pendulum ride backwards and stuff like that. But I mean, to get out there and really lay it down to the
Hey,
ground, it's not going to compare with a Leaper Kim
I'd
veteran.
like to know between the people that watch right now, who do you think's got the most humph out of all four wheels? Is it Bigot in motion and at King Song? Who is it? You know what I mean? Let us know. I put Bigot as the most power, and Leaperkin's right behind him. But in quality, if you switch that around,
I'm
Leaperkin's got
sorry.
better quality than Bigot.
Yeah.
Spartacus is funny.
For most
Just
riders though,
it's three
they're all
trees,
quick enough.
Spartacus.
Not everyone's going top speed.
Well, that's the
I
thing,
get to
dude.
70 kilometers an hour and I'm like, that's enough. Even though it'll do almost 100. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Will it?
it's like
Yeah.
having a sports car. A lot of these people that have sports cars, man, it might do 180, but they're not going
Yeah,
to
you
do
don't got to
180.
dog it.
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's why I like the Leapkin better, is because it's like,
So out
yeah,
of this guy,
yeah,
that's this
it might not be the fastest
this
by a couple of miles an hour, but like
Right.
the quality is
this
second to
guy
none,
will
you
this guy will, right?
know.
What do you guys suggest? What's your guys' suggestion for all three? A 250-pound rider. What's your suggestion, Dale? What's
Well,
yours,
I
Sensei?
was actually talking to Will just before, but yeah, I'll go the Lynx or a Sherman L. Depends if you want range, go to Sherman L, but the Lynx is all day. You get a
Well,
Pixum or a Roger Charger, and
well, he
you
has to
can
know his
top it
price
up. You,
range
you
too.
do like 60 miles on the Lynx, and then top it up in like hour and a half.
Will, what's your
And do
price
another.
range?
I say
Yeah,
get the
price range.
Panther. Go get you the Panther. Now you
Yeah.
got a long range wheel. You're a big boy. That's gonna last you forever. You get you 100 miles out of that thing. Got good suspension. It's got that Commander Link suspension. You know that, right? So go
Yeah.
get you one of those.
Emotional damage. You guys are crazy. Oh man, you guys are the best.
Give us
Man.
some more comments.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
But you have to find out, Will, what your budget is too. Let me.
That's what I'm saying. There's a niche for all the wheels.
Hey man, I got 3 trees back there. See that? See that?
Yeah. Is that actually your house, or is
And
that a
then he's
backdrop?
got some
Nah, dude,
trees
it's
right
just,
there too.
Are you got a green screen going on, or like, is that actually your house?
dude. But that's the crib, brother. No, it's just the
What?
background, dude.
That's
Nah,
dope.
just the background.
As
I'm
you can
learning
see, I'm
off of
balling. I've
vibes,
got
man.
like,
EUC
whoa.
vibes inspired me.
Yeah, see, he got 2. He got 3 down here, one in the bedroom.
One in the bathroom too. Okay, we got.
Well, it
Let's
looks
see
like a
this
Christmas
question
tree.
here.
This thing is made of rubber.
I was
Sorry.
talking about getting a
Hey, so you never gave us your pick though, Sensei, for the 250
Yeah.
pound rider.
Well, I mean, again, it depends on your budget. You can't
No,
go
no, no,
wrong.
no. There's no budget. It's just this is what you're gonna get. There's no
Oh,
budget.
well, I mean, if you're one, you can't go wrong with a Lynx. You can't go wrong with a Master.
No,
I
you
think
got
that.
one pick.
Oh,
He
one.
picked the Lynx.
Uh,
If you're gonna be a Lynx guy, you're a Lynx guy. But
okay.
I
Well,
said the Panther.
you said the Panther. Well, I'll say
I don't even
this.
know what
I'll
a Panther
say
is. I can't
if
keep
you
up with the
want,
go.
It just came out, Dale.
if you
Oh,
want,
It just came out, Dale.
if you don't want to
It's a
break the
big
bank,
ass wheel, Dale.
Yeah.
It's
See, I
big,
didn't.
bro.
Like you had that what was it, the Master Pro or whatever it was, or like the Monster Pro, like those really big wheels. I don't like them. Like they feel. I mean, I'm sure once you get used to them, they'll be right. But they just
You know, I've met a lot of
good
riders that say the
ride.
bigger the tire, the easier it is to steer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not as
Well,
agile, but
it depends on the
a
style of
bit
the
more
tire too,
stable.
though. Because some of them tires, man, they're too big. You feel like you're trying to turn on a square.
Yeah, like the old Z10 trying to steer one of
Well,
them. Like,
I know when I went from tell me something, Dale. When you went from 16x3 wheels to that 20-inch wheel, did you like it? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're probably gonna like it go up a couple more inches. And we're just
I don't
talking.
know.
I
I don't
think
know.
a little bigger is not bad.
With the Lynx though, it felt comfortable pretty soon. But like with the V13 felt fucking horrible. I don't like the V13. And like
Yeah.
the Monster Pro or whatever it was, like all these wheels they're just too big. Like I think 20 is about where I'm gonna leave it now.
Yeah, I like 20 also.
Yeah.
But I think once they start coming out and I ride them, I can't really say for sure. I think 22. I don't know about 24, but I think maybe 22. I think that might be the limit, on something
You
like
need a
this.
ramp to put it in the car.
Right? It's already big enough to put in the damn car,
Yeah.
Well, my
You don't
pick
need a
would,
car with range like that.
well, my pick would be if Will's looking for a deal, a decent deal, and a good wheel, I would say an EX30. Can't go wrong with an EX30 right now. I mean, you can get those things for about $2,800.
You
And
probably get them for about $1,000 second
Yeah,
hand.
he actually just get and then I'll
I'll
agree he'll have less problems. He'll have less problems, but the thing about like if let's just say he went with a master, if he got
Master's not a
himself a
bad
master,
wheel, and they do. It's a good price.
it's a good price. The Master Pro V4, get it for 2,000 or something like that, and then he can trick it all out. But if he's like, hey, I don't even want to deal with that shit, I'd probably go with the Lynx also because it's less problems, it's ready to go,
Well,
and
well, here's another thing, guys. Look at this. So he says 20 miles per hour max for me. So, yeah.
Oh well, then get himself one of them little short wheels. What are those A5s or M4s or what the hell are those little ones? Like the
Nah,
one Don has.
Like the
he
M10. Yeah,
wants
but these
something
two,
that's
I
gonna
mean,
carry
Well,
him
that only
comfortably
goes like
without
30 miles per
extended
hour, so
runs.
he's only going to go 20 miles per hour.
Yeah,
But
he's a big dude though.
that's the wrong way to get into this because you all remember when you got into this, right? You start small
Yeah.
and you end up going big, right? I mean, I say just go big, and then you don't got to buy another wheel.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't go with an M10.5. If he's 250 pounds, I wouldn't do that.
No, what's that new one that they got the A5 and what's that one that Don has, man? That has like a 4.5 inch tire or whatever. What is that?
Fuck
Like
that.
an M10.5?
That's so horrible.
Is it the M10.5? I
I think
don't
it's
know. It's that
Uh,
little wheel that Big Goat has.
not the
oh yeah,
M10 Mini.
yeah. Fuck that M10 Mini. That'll be underpowered.
No,
He'll just end up at his face.
it's a kind of good sized wheel because I looked at it. I don't know. I baked before I started this shit because I wanted to feel out. But it's the smallest wheel that Big Goat makes. Not the little baby one, the one before the baby one, man. You know, if he
Oh,
doesn't want to spend a lot of money, just try
oh,
Fuck
it's
that,
an
that
man.
M10.5
too.
then. I mean,
I don't know what to say about that.
I think
yeah.
he wants something with like good power that'll hold him up, and if not, he won't fall on his face.
He'd go with a
Although he doesn't need the speed, he'll still get better off
Hey,
going
then
for
go
one
with
with
what you
whatever.
got. Then get you that T4, man.
get a T4 Pro.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you know what else he could get too? He could also rock out because I mean, you can get that for like 2,300. You can get a Extreme.
The
Extremes
Commander
with
Mini.
Commander Mini. I've seen those for you can get that new for 2,100. Minis are solid, dude. That
What is
Yeah,
mini's a
I
that?
mean,
nasty little. That
I just
mini's a
think he's a
nasty
big
wheel.
boy and he needs a big wheel. You know,
Yeah,
because like 250, I
yeah.
weigh 180, 190, and I usually weigh closer to 180. But the Master, you could tell that I make the pedals, I make them trip out like my weight. You know, so a 250, that's 60 pounds on me, dude. You're a big guy. You're not a small guy. Think, hey, I need something for my body because that's what really these things end up being part of your body, right?
Oh, he
So
hurt his
it
shoulder
wouldn't it
instead of
doesn't
his.
it look awkward if you got little shoes if you're a fucking big man, you know? So if you're a big guy, doesn't mean you got to go fast. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So get you a big wheel. You stop playing around. If you don't like it, sell it. You know, and get yourself a Lynx. And
If
let's go
you're a
on to the
big
next
man,
comment.
he's got little feet, dude. Where'd you come up with
Little
that?
feet, you
That's
know,
freaking funny.
big man with little feet. You know, looking
Nah,
like
Will, don't go with
some
a
cartoon
Falcon, dude.
character.
Don't go with the Falcon. That's
No,
freaking.
just get himself the links. Like I said, if he don't have to go fast, I mean, Dale doesn't ride that fast. What's your normal speed, Dale? About 30
About,
kilometers,
about 40,
kilometers per hour?
40 mile an hour, 60, about 60,
No, but like when
50,
you're just
60
chilling with your
kilometers.
friends, what are you doing? Like 20
Yeah,
miles per hour?
probably 40 to 50 kilometers. So we'll start
What is
like,
that?
I know 50 would be
30.
30.
50's 30.
Yeah.
So that's like about 30 miles per hour, right? And
yeah, so
that's
like
this a guy that
25,
rides
30.
every day. So this new guy, if he's doing 20 miles per hour and get himself a links, he's fine, man. If you don't like it, there's plenty of people buying the links. There's always people
Yeah.
that are down to buy links.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so
Because like
let's
that, at least you'll know that's never going to drop him. You know, like
yeah,
if he ever hurts
exactly.
himself,
You
if
know,
he
he
ever
weighs
hurts himself, that's because
250
he fucked
pounds,
up.
man. I mean,
You're
he's
probably
over there
like
with
you
the
got Mickey
Falcon.
Mouse feet, huh? Oh my goodness, dude. That's funny.
He's over there arguing was about the Falcon. Let's go on to the next comment.
That's funny, man. Be like you got Bugs Bunny feet.
He imagined a big. I was telling him, Dale, you heard what I said? It's like putting a big man with little shoes, right? Like you don't do that, right?
Dude, I love the
Yeah.
16X. He says on a 16X all summer. I love the 16X.
16X was great
Yeah.
in its day.
That was a good wheel. See, that's what made King Song good, Dale. That
Yeah.
stuff. Them
I
wheels.
got 28,000 kilometers on mine,
Jeez
which is
Louise,
what's
dude.
that like?
Hey, you know what? Austin Marhold
15,
has on his.
15,000 miles.
15,000 miles, right?
Yeah, 16,000 miles on that damn thing
Yeah.
Jeez Louise, dude.
on a
That's
fucking Nikola. Damn. See, they don't
Oh,
make them like
I
they
got that
used
on my
to.
16X.
They don't
need to
make them like
redo.
they used to.
16X was better on hills than the Nikola, but the Nikola was pretty popular.
I love that wheel. I still love the
Yeah.
Nikola. They need to revamp the Nikola, man. Bring that thing back.
Had a
Yeah,
good name,
I think
but
I think they should just
I
leave it
thought it
where
was
it was.
too weird looking all round. You know,
I
it looked
liked
like
it.
some Martian shit. You know what I mean?
I love
Unless
that
they
thing.
want to
That's
have it
what
as
made it
like
so
a cheaper
adorable.
option,
Like it looked like a
suspension cheaper option.
Pac-Man. Didn't it look like a Pac-Man?
I love that wheel, dude.
It did look like a Pac-Man. If you painted it yellow with some
Dude,
yellow wrap, it looked like
I
a
would have
Pac-Man.
painted that thing. I
Yeah,
would have painted it yellow with a big old eye on the side. I love that
Uh,
freaking wheel, dude.
it looked
those
like
those
I. You're right.
those old style of wheels were so good for like decorating and shit. On Facebook, there's a page called Kazam
Now, do you know which
SG,
wheel they should bring
and they
back?
all got
It's
like vinyl wraps on their wheels, and they look sick. Like
yeah. You seen the
check out
guy that did the
Kazam
gold, right?
SG, huh?
Who's the guy that did the gold? The gold wrap.
Oh, I can't
I've seen
remember.
a
Ray
couple wheels of
Supremo.
gold.
Yeah, it was Ray Supremo. I think he did the gold black. I don't know what wheel. It looked pretty badass. I think it was a Blitz, man. I'm not sure, or a Panther.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Might have been a
But it
Blitzer.
looked pretty badass. It was all gold. It looked like a little X-Man type shit, you know. It looked like the King song. Remember the King song? How it was all gold?
Oh, the one,
Oh, the one that Visor's
yeah,
got.
the S22 Pro
Yeah, that's
Special
what it
Edition.
looked like. It looked like that, but it was a big gold wheel. But yeah, man, like some of these new wheels that are coming out are gonna be a lot to deal with because there's so many out there. It's gonna be harder to pick and pick. I'd like to hear what people like, what they like. You know, I'd like to know what people think about these new wheels and what they really like. You know, because
Yeah,
everybody's just following everybody. You know, and I
yeah,
want to see the real like professional riders. Like that's why I want to get Zen in here. And Zen,
yeah.
I guess when you're ready, you call us. But like Zach Darnell's going to be on here. I don't want to
That's
get
it.
some of these pro riders telling me, "Hey, you know what? I really don't fucking like that company. They don't make this fucking shit right. They need to start speaking up so the wheels that we get are better. Also, at that, like, you know, it's like trademark shit. Like, okay, like Bigode, we know the quality. They make powerful shit, but they always cutting out. Like, shit's weird. You know what I mean? Like, and so I want to hear some of these pro guys tell us, you know what? This don't even waste your money on this shit. Instead of letting
Yeah,
all these new customers waste their money on shit.
Well, I think
You know
yeah.
what I
the
mean?
wheels. I think every company has their issues because
A
I
lot
don't
of
think
people just
They
say
no
all
what
do.
they
company
feel
has.
they need
Yeah,
to,
no
you know.
company's
But
put out a
you know, we
perfect wheel
rely
yet.
on the pro riders. We
Hmm.
rely on all these pro riders like Roger, Zach, all these guys to tell us, hey, you know what?
Yeah, but then
This is the real shit.
you also
You're gonna get this wheel if you get this. Yeah, you'll have that. But if you get
what you've
this,
also got to factor in though is in the USA especially, it's very big go dominated. It has been
Hmm.
forever, and
Well,
and they're
yeah,
sponsoring the races.
and like
So
Spain is all
and these
lubricant,
people,
right?
a lot of these people are going to be like, oh yeah, but go rah 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 because they want the free shit, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you've also
See,
got to factor that in.
that's why.
Most
That's
other
why.
places like over here, Leap I think Leap Kim outsells Begode.
okay.
And
Did it?
like apparently in Spain, if you listen to Paso, apparently in Spain they outsell Begode as well. You
What
know,
Leaper
but
Kim, right?
USA is very Begode concentrated,
Hmm.
and I think that's why there's such a big following towards Begode there, and I think that's why they're investing by sponsoring the races and all shit like that, and it gives them good press because those people rave about the wheels. They're winning on Begodes because nearly everyone there is on a Begode. Like so it's really good for the company. And I
Well,
forgot
this
where I
is
was going
Well,
with
something.
like it's like
that.
Spain. It's like Spain, right? Spain's got
Mm,
Leaperkim, a lot of Leaperkim shit. We
mm.
got a lot of Begode shit. And I've heard someone like Asian countries, a lot of them, they go with King Song.
Yeah, well, King
So,
Song used to be a fucking like I used to be King Song through and through. Like
Yeah.
they
okay.
in the old days, King Song were the best. They weren't the fastest, like Gotway, which is the goat now. They've always been the fastest, and that's how they've always got their sales. Is by originally they removed the safety features so they could boast higher speeds, but
Mhm.
where like King Song and In Motion would come along later on, but like they would have safety features like the tilt back and that, which you couldn't turn off. Like you could set it
Right.
high, but you couldn't turn it off. And Gotway back then, they used to boast higher speeds by removing all these safeties, and then people be finding the limit and cutting them out all the time.
they're cutting out
But
left, right.
their way of staying ahead of the game has always been be the fastest.
Well,
Yeah.
this is something you have to look at too, right? I will listen to the opinion of mass riders. You have
Yeah.
more recreational riders than racers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Mm.
that's why I would take and I listen to the opinions of everyone. Everyone's not going to get out there and race. Everyone's not going to feel
Yeah.
comfortable taking the wheel up, you know, to the edge or to the limit. So
Yeah.
I take and I listen to everyone's opinion on a wheel, and then I buy a wheel that's going to fit my riding style and how I
Yeah.
ride. Because like
You- But you know what I was
That's it.
talking to
That's it.
Austin
99%
about?
of riders don't race
right,
and
You know,
never
everyone's not
find
going
the
to race.
limits of these high-powered wheels. You know,
Yeah.
like myself. I raced a couple
hey,
times and I'm like, yeah, racing's not for me. I'm not a racer.
hey, you know what I was talking to Austin about?
Yep.
Okay, so you know how you were saying that that's not my riding style, this, that, right?
Mhm.
All right. That's one factor, right?
Right.
And one of the biggest factors that people don't really look at is like, and think about it, really think about it. The size of the wheel, the
Mhm.
size of the person, right? That
Yeah.
all factors in how the fucking wheel behaves.
Oh,
So
100%.
like, yeah, if I weigh 200 pounds, the wheel it can't fucking push me. It's not going to act the same with a guy that weighs half my weight, and the wheel can be riding normally, right? So,
Yeah.
so that has a lot to do. So a lot of these races that you see racing, I bet a lot of these guys that are winning are really skinny guys, right? Have to
Yeah.
be.
Well,
So, like,
that's a
I
whole
wonder
that's
if
going to
there's
be a
ever
whole
going to be a
different.
weight class
Well,
and
yeah, I
a
mean that's a
watt
whole different
class.
category
Yeah.
as
I'm
far as
saying,
One is
like,
going to start going for
are
like
they ever gonna,
maybe 4
like,
3 blockers on how they can shave their
but
leaf on road.
you know how, like, in car races, right? In car racers, there's horsepower classes, right? Like,
right.
Yeah.
1500 horsepower, blah blah blah, right? Why isn't that? And you see, like, okay, this is a 4,000 watt. Fuck, you're not gonna have that against a 3,000 watt hour. Like, how come that hasn't had anything to do yet? They have pro rider, amateur, and novice or whatever. I wonder, have they thought about doing power class,
You
different
talking like
power class? If they're not
voltage
going to do
power?
weight class and age class, at least do power class, you know?
Well,
I
this is
think
the
that's
thing.
something that'll come when we get more numbers in racing.
That's the thing. The numbers aren't high enough.
Yeah.
If I mean,
Well,
if they
some of
only,
these events are starting to get deep, man. Like the ABS is every year now. And now
In
that you
yeah,
Australia,
started this
in
test
Australia,
one,
they
and
we got
but you
intermediate and pro.
still, yeah,
Right.
you still need a certain amount of racers to fill up the class. You know what I mean? What happens if you
My
yeah,
only
first
have
race was on my T4,
right?
doing 30 mile an hour down the straight.
what's that
People were
channel that
shouting.
what's that channel that Zach Darnell and them had, Sensei? The EUC race channel. Have you seen that? Where if you go on like his channel, he tells you all the races that they're doing that year.
Oh, I don't.
Like the
I'm
whole,
not sure.
yeah.
I'm not
And
sure.
there's like probably a good, like, I've seen about 6-7 races a year. I know that's not a lot, but it's something. You're right. The numbers
No, I'm
aren't there,
talking
but
about as far as not the number of races, the number of racers. You need enough races to fill up a race slot, the heat. So if you have, let's just say you have 2 riders that are only 250 pounds, you know what I mean? So you need enough racers to go to the events in order to break it down into weight classes. So
I'm
that's
sure
that.
I'm sure there's a lot, man, because there's a lot of people that don't classify. I'm sure of that. That's why they made so many different like
Basically, anyone that wants
like
to race can
different
race.
fucking, they got expert or pro or whatever. Then they got amateur, and I think it's like novice. Like, what, is everybody got to be a fucking winner?
Well,
I don't think so. I don't think
no,
so. I
but
think they should only be like, if you didn't make the cut, better luck next year, you know. But I think there should be a fucking race where there's just these winners. There's not amateur. There's none of that shit. It's just pro, right? It's just, that's it.
That's
You're
the
gonna make
profile.
it in the pros or you're not. You know, it's okay. But there's winners, and I know I've seen their times. They're not far from being pros. So hey, better luck next year. You know, that's that. I didn't
nah,
go this year,
I
financial
would,
situation, but
I
You
would
don't give
keep it the
trophies to
way.
everyone, you reckon?
Yeah, I would keep
yeah,
it.
you got
I
to
would
fucking
keep
ride
it.
or die.
I would keep it the way it is. I do. I like the amateur. I like the pro and intermediate. I think that's a good way to have it.
Do you like
I
the
mean,
intermediate? At least they got to get rid of the intermediate. That's like way down there, dude. Like I seen the time it was just ridiculous. Like the winner, I think got like 110, like right,
yeah, I
and
saw. I think
last
yeah,
place on
110.
that intermediate was like 224. I was like, you're telling me this guy could have went around him like twice? Like,
No, but
yeah,
you have to.
you shouldn't even be on the damn chart. You're like,
I'll
dude,
let
Nah,
him
come
have
on.
a go.
I'm not gonna go that far. You have to get a start somewhere. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
like
Yeah, but you
you
shouldn't
have
get no reward for that, man. Like,
nah,
Well,
that's
they're not
like the
handing him
little.
they're not
Hey,
handing
that's
him
like the.
trophies.
that's not
That's like being them kindergarten teachers that gives everybody a sticker, a fucking star.
no,
Come on.
no, no.
You
I
know?
don't think that. I don't think that. Even if you go like you'll have if you go to a big race like an auto race, right? You'll have touring, grand touring. You'll have the GT class, and they'll all be racing on the same track. So no, I
Yeah,
think it can work. I think it can work.
I
It's
get
just
you.
but
It's
we
like
definitely need to get
you're fighting
more
for it.
race.
It's good. I'll let it go. I'll let it go.
Now you gotta start somewhere, man. I give anybody credit that gets out
We
on
all
that
need
track.
love. I agree.
It is. It's nah, dude. I've raced before, and it's one thing to look, but it's another thing to be out on that track, and your nerves, your stomach, and everything's all gone, and you're flying around, and yeah,
You're
it's
clenching. You're
yeah, dude.
clenching.
It's no joke, man.
Yeah.
It's no joke. So
No, it ain't.
You
And
get nervous when
that's
you're
why
racing as well.
okay, because
You start
look,
getting
you're
wobbles
saying
at speeds you're normally fine with.
okay, but listen to me. You're saying it's no joke. I think it's like a disrespect for the professionals that are really doing a real good fucking job for them to be like, hey, we're not the only winners. These motherfuckers, everyone's fucking winning. Like, to me, that's how I see it.
nah, dude,
Like,
I'm not gonna
you
go
know
that
what? Hey,
route,
let
dude.
the winners gloat that fucking day. Let the three dudes that won, let them get all the praise that day. They fucking
Well,
the,
dude,
deserve
the
it.
it's
the winner of the pro class is the real winner though. But like you can still enter
Hey,
nah,
the
dude.
beginner ones, and if you win that, good on you. Next year, go on the other one. You know,
To me, it's just
but
like if you have a
as long as
boxing
they're not
match, you
letting all the
have
slow people on with the pros and getting in the way and shit, like
hey, hey,
let them do their thing.
nah, dude.
Especially the day out
Lack
there,
DuPont said, let them race.
Yeah, let them
Let's
race,
let them
man.
race, man. Let's just let them race.
Let them
yeah.
Let them
race.
race, but let them win to get any damn recognition. I agree.
Dude, but it's like boxing match. You have the main event, then you have the under.
Yeah, you don't tell the guy
Yeah.
that got knocked out, hey, you lost, but you didn't win. You don't say you won shit. You lost. You got knocked the fuck out.
But every boxer is going to end up getting knocked out eventually. You
He
know,
won a
Yeah, but that
concussion.
doesn't mean he won. He lost.
no.
Hey, you got to let the winner shine, Sensei. You got to let them shine, man.
They're still shining. I mean, they shined at AVS. They
But let
shined at
them shine.
F1.
That to me, that's like their day, though. Like if a guy's work, because you're literally putting your life on the line when you're racing. You are. If you're trying to win first place, you're putting. It's suicidal what you're doing. It really is. You watch how they race. That shit's not normal. It takes all your balls. It takes all your fucking balls. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
if they're
you
putting
get
all their
nervous.
balls and their life on the line, let them win that day. Let them shine that day.
Dude,
I wouldn't even want to gloat or
this,
nothing. If I got
dude,
last place, I'd be like, take my name off. I don't want people knowing my fucking
nah,
time.
dude.
I don't want.
I'm not going to do this last
For
race.
me, anyone that practices and gets out on that track and lays it down, I give anybody credit to step up because I think there's a lot of people that want to do it and just don't. They're not going to do it, but you know. I give everybody credit. Nah, whether you're amateur or pro, you got to start somewhere. That's just like before you race an F1 car, you got to start with the kart series. You just don't jump in an F1 car. You got to start and then work your way up. So let them race, man. Let them race.
I'd be heaps better at
I
racing
like
if I
doing
didn't
that
have to
too,
wear pads
Pacific
and I was allowed to
Northwest.
get tips
That shit is tight.
first.
I like doing that shit and just staring at them when I pass. I like dude Pat, what is his name? Pacific Northwest. I like what he said.
Indiana SP, man.
I
Thanks
like
for
doing that.
stopping in, brother.
I like staring the shit out of people when I'm passing them, like going 40 miles per hour,
Yeah,
and they
Indiana, I'm
can't believe
sure
a unicycle can go that fast. You know?
Oh, you're hilarious, bro. No, Indiana, I've been on the track before. I've raced before.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no,
What you race,
I've done
Sensei?
off
Hey,
road.
what's your race, Sensei?
I've done Cobra's rallies. I think I've
Yeah, that's
taken
right. Yeah, that's right. Huh? You did that. What is it? What's Cobra's event called?
the Will Life Rally.
The real life rally.
Yeah,
I took a third place at one of his rallies before.
I haven't heard anything from Cobra. I think I told you last time. I haven't heard about Cobra. Nothing.
Yeah, he's still doing his thing.
Is he?
Oh
Good.
yeah. Oh
He's a
yeah.
good guy, man. He's funny.
Cobra is a good dude, man.
He's
I
a
tell
funny guy.
everybody too, if you get the chance, go to the Will Life Rally.
It's
It's like
good.
2025. Yeah, it's a great race. Good time, good people, and you'll have a lot of fun.
Sweet.
I love that freaking event.
So it's just that's that off road one, right? It's all off road, right?
He has 3 different tracks. He has the woods track, then he has a big flat track, and then they have like an obstacle track, and then they put it all together, so it's all 3 tracks put together. Huge.
Indiana, you see, I can't wait to see you guys on the track. You will see me on the track next year. I promise you. I financially couldn't do it this year, but I've been talking to Roger. He's been wanting me to go up there to see my riding style. I told him I'm gonna do it. And this year you'll see me just doing all kinds of racing this year. I got a good job now. Things are going up for me, so you'll see.
I need a race
I'll be
wheel.
on the racetrack. I love to race, so you'll see me. Hopefully I get to see you too.
Yeah, I
I
gotta
just
get a
like to
race
show
wheel,
off.
man. Hey,
I'm not much of a
Bago, send me.
racer at all.
Bago's gonna send me a race wheel. I can see that in my future.
No, I like racing. I was just sending the shit out of the master today. I love having it 100%. Hey, does your Leaper Kim do that, Dale?
Well,
When it's 100%, are all wheels like that? Are they when
What
they're
is
100%? They ride a lot more different than when they're like at 80%. Like the hump, like it just feels it just goes a lot faster, quicker when it's at 100 than when it's like at 80%. Is that all wheels? Are they all like that?
I don't know.
Because I
I think
like
I
give it
just
the
do.
beans,
I think I
I
just do
give
it
it the
out of
beans,
self, like in my
and that
brain. I
and
just
don't
say
laugh
that
because I'm
fast as
Mexican, but I give it the beans.
G'day, Roger.
The bean. Nah, dude, I think any wheel, once your battery starts going down, man, performance is gonna go down. So Stan says, I'm surprised that the Commander GT Pro has been chosen for the winter circles. I thought the weight would be a problem.
Nope. And that's why I argue. That's why I argue earlier. Do you remember what I said earlier about the weight? That I think, all right, like you have high performance cars, right? Some of them high performance, they got to be heavy, and the suspension's all set up in a way. There's just a lot of fucking power, and that weight helps it keep it on the track better. And I think that it's a great racing wheel. I think that GT Pro is the one, man, for the racers. I do because of the weight.
I think it depends on the track as well.
That's what I was going. It depends on the
Yeah,
track.
I'm talking about
Depends on the
speedway
race.
racing. I'm not talking about off-roading racing. You guys know I just like
but
circuit racing.
even tarmac.
I'm talking like a tight.
You got a
track.
short, windy track. You're going to be
It
better
probably
on
sucks for off-roading.
like a pattern or a extreme or something like.
See that
if you're not getting them long straights to like boost your potential,
that's a good point.
A big wheel is not going to be any good on a small track like that.
Yeah, the more turns you have with that thing too, and you're slapping it around, you're going to get tired too. So
yeah,
on an open track, I think it's going to have the advantage, like you said, with the more straights or the medium bends or the medium
it's
turns.
the fastest wheel right now, supposedly, right? You heard, right? That's the highest speed wheel right now. What's that Russian guy did? What did the Russian did? Like 75 miles or 80 miles per hour or something? Some crazy shit. He did it like 120 kilometers per hour or something like that.
Fucking hell.
What's up, Roger?
He says you got to get out here and get some practice,
What's Roger saying?
You got to get some practice, dude. Tell him, Roger.
Oh no, he didn't.
Got to get out here and get some practice in first. I know I need some practice, Raj. Will you be my mentor?
Is anyone on the panel traveling to China? If not,
that would be so cool.
Hey, I think Austin Marhold's going to China.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm not going. But that would be good to live stream. That's a good idea, Stan. I might have to do that.
I wanted to go just so I could fucking meet everyone and ride with everyone. I didn't even want to race.
Roger, thanks for coming in, buddy. California in the house. We got CJ in the house.
Yeah, Roger the legend. The one, Roger.
Oh, you know
What,
what?
what do you say? I
What's up,
can't
Susie?
afford to get a 4,000
Oh, I'm sorry.
mode
Let
of
me put that
cash
up. I'm
ratio
sorry.
just to be a racer. Then it's not for you. If you don't want to get a heavy wheel and it's 4,000, then don't do it. I'll tell you what, you won't regret it if you get really good. If anything that costs you 4,000, it's gonna be a good fucking wheel. And
Yeah.
I would just go with Leaperkim, like Dale. I'd probably go with a Lynx. And what's the wheel? What's the Lynx right now? The price, Dale?
3,400. But you
I don't
can,
know.
I
I
spent
don't know
four
what the
thousand.
poor people pay.
but
Yeah,
you could,
you gotta
I
build
think
it all together though, like you did
about
this the S.
6,000 Australian. So I don't know, like
he
4,000.
could probably pick up a used one for a
Yeah,
decent
get you
fee.
a Lynx, and like that's why I tell people like they tell me what's the oh, what do I should I get? I'm like, you know what? Just go with Leaperkim, dude, because I don't want to suggest you give a gold and then
Yeah.
you have cutouts and shit, and then you blame me because
The
what's
going
Roger?
rate for the Lynx second hand, what I've seen has been about 2/3 of retail. So like we're here at 6,000 Australian, and they're selling for 4 second hand. I don't
Bones,
know
Yeah,
what's
what.
see,
happening, brother?
so
Thanks
they're
for
like a
stopping in.
Toyota, dude. They're like buying a Toyota in the United States. You buy a Toyota, right, Sensei? A little Toyota truck, a Tacoma. They don't lose value. They don't lose value.
No, they don't. They don't lose
You
value.
know, it's like that. It's like buying Leaperkim. Yeah, you might not be buying some Lamborghini or nothing,
You
but
could get,
you're
I
buying
mean, you
something that
could
runs
get a,
pretty damn fast and is real
Yeah.
reliable as hell.
you could get
Yeah.
a Blitz. A Blitz is a good race wheel.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
it is.
is
Yeah,
Super
It's a
you
good
Blitz?
race
could,
wheel.
you
That's what
could,
Roger and them are rocking. That's what he was racing was a Blitz. I
but
believe Roger,
but
weren't you on
that
a Blitz?
but see, that's not an all around wheel. A Lynx, this like Dale could go off roading with it. I
No,
wouldn't go off roading with the damn Blitz.
Yeah,
wrong way
I don't know.
I think
hops
even
on that
Roger said
Blitz.
like if you can only have one wheel, it would be like the length of the terminal.
Well, I don't know. I don't do off roading, so I don't even. I wouldn't even put a judgment on that. I mean, you'd have to ask that question to somebody that does all three styles. Circuit, does flat dirt or gravel shit, and then does off roading like Matt. Like somebody that does everything. Then because if you just said just for what I want, I'm happy with the Master, and I do want something faster that has a longer range, but I'm happy going 55, 50. I'm happy at that
Well,
speed.
the Master, you still get it. I mean, that's a still high performing wheel. That darn wheel
Yeah,
will
I'm
do over
still going
60 miles.
50, 50, 55 miles per hour, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm on one wheel going 55 miles per hour. I think if I want to go over that, I want to have something that I know it's not going to cut out at over 60. I want something that cuts out at 75. That way I feel comfortable going 60. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel comfortable with the Master because it will cut out after 60 to 65 miles per hour if you're not careful.
Oh,
Well, the
And
look
if,
at
Master is
this.
60 miles an hour.
Look at this though. Look
I
what
didn't
Roger
realize it
just
even
said
did
though.
60.
Look at this. Look at this. He
there's
said
no
the L
problem with
does
the
it all.
firmware and the upgrade. What do you say?
I'm looking at
There's no problem with the firmware. They update more than Bigo.
this is what
The
Roger, I
L
mean
does
CK was
it
talking about
all,
the
but
firmware.
isn't winning races. But see, the L's a heavy wheel, right? And it's not a Bigot either. I think a heavy Bigot wheel might have better than the L because Leaper Kim, I don't know. They weren't made for like I don't know. I don't think they're like Bigot, man. They're made for like all around. They're not made to be like high torque, fucking high performance race wheels. They
One,
weren't.
one day, one day when
And
the scene's big enough, they'll do races where like everyone in that race is on the same wheel, and then that's when you'll see who the
yeah,
best rider
that'll
is.
be pretty cool. Yeah,
Because
hey, you know what would be
people are like,
really
oh,
cool,
Dakota
Dale?
winning all the races, but put them on the Leap Kims, they're probably
But
going to
I
win the races anyway. You
That
know what I
must be
mean?
some good shit.
now
Uh,
from my
it's not
observation
Hey,
until
from
we're
what
Dale.
I
big enough
hear,
where everyone will be on like an even playing field will you really know who the best, what the best wheel or who the best rider is.
You know what else would be cool is if they didn't provide the wheel, they were provided there. Could you imagine
Yeah.
showing up and just
Well, this
you
thing in
racing a
China,
stock fucking wheel, a stock
this thing,
fucking wheel that you've never had before, fully
yeah.
charged, and you just walk up and they're like, "This is what you're gonna race. You signed up to race the Commander Mini. All right, don't worry, just show up. We'll provide the wheel. It's fully stock. Fully stock.
Mhm.
Everybody's exactly the same.
Even playing field.
Yep. Then you see the skills of the rider. But then you get these guys that open them up and they alter them and they do shit and switch out circuit boards and motors and shit and take out shit and yeah, they're gonna beat the normal guy. They're gonna beat the normal guy.
My
Most of the time.
Euro or Roger, if you can answer this. From my observation, like it seems like a lot of people are talking about the Lynx. It's a great wheel, but it gets a little wobbly. It can get a little squirrely on you.
Yeah, that's what they
I
say.
was listening to Don just talk about that too.
That's what Brian said. I think that's what Brian said, Roger's boy.
You fix that with technique. My mates are both like, oh, you know, we're going around. Oh, when we're going around corners, we get a bit of a wobble, and then I did it, and they're like, oh, you don't do it, and it's like, well, I've got a different technique.
Dan, I like the mini, bro.
Once I got used to my links, like, and I got this 3-point technique down now instead of like having both feet on there and like do it with my feet.
The mini's good. Don't talk shit about the mini. Hey, the mini's a good little Commander Mini. He's laughing. Hey, the Commander Mini was good.
20 foot, back foot, and both of them, so there's 4. And if you lift one and you use the other 3, and you can swap between which one you've got lifted, but if you use 3, you're stabilized. Like you don't get those wobbles. That's how I mitigate the wobbles, is by a tri-point riding
so
style.
you use Spencer's riding style.
Yeah.
Okay.
CJ, that's a good
I
point.
suggest people try that. If they are getting wobbles, try like lifting a hill, one hill off, so you're using 3 points instead of 4. Lift a hill off, or if you're braking, lift a toe off, but just try and stay on 3
points. Like you're using your heel and your toe opposite to each other.
Just one. So you got 3 points because you got the front, you got your toes, your heel on both feet. So you got 4 points. If you lift one and you're using the other 3, you won't get those wobbles. Because when it's like when you got them both flat, it's trying to do this between your feet.
Oh yeah.
It's just stable.
That is so true, dude. When
you have a table with 3 legs won't wobble.
Yeah,
a table with 4 might. You know what I mean?
Hey, see, even CJ agrees. Even CJ agrees with having the same fucking wheels. It would be much fair race. It would be a fair race. It would be a real fair race. 100%. Because you can't tell me, bro, like, okay, right? What did we talk about the other day, Sensei, about just the firmware being a little different makes the wheel feel different, right? Right?
Yeah.
And how being programmed, 84 bolt, if it's programmed right, they can push it to go faster, right? So how do we know they don't take some of these wheels, some of these guys that open them up and alter them, and they push it like maybe there's a governor in there. They go in there and unlimited and fucking they go that little bit faster, and we don't know. We don't know.
I don't know if that's how it works. It's not like an e-bike or a scooter where you can unplug something and then it's quicker.
No, but there's computer guys now.
The only way to really do that is to go with the best and tweak the firmware yourself.
But eventually they could have like a race where it's all 168 volt or 134, depending on what the rules are.
That's where they have to start. That's where they have to start.
But there has to be. They need racers though. You need more people coming to the events.
Hopefully it starts getting bigger. I mean, I haven't been to one, but I can't wait. It looks so fun. I said,
Roger, I do have a question. What do you like for racing? The Lynx or do you prefer the Blitz? What's one do you like better on the track?
I said short
Lynx
track
or the Blitz, Roger?
We should just get Roger to come on.
If he wants
Roger's
to come
the man. You want to come in, Roger? To give me shit?
What model has the most checkered flags? I don't know. I know the Lynx is taking a number of
flags. You have to be a rebel rider, damn it. No, but I think that there's a big difference on the riding style. Like you're talking about the Lynx. Now you're saying pivoting your feet, right? Are you sure by doing that?
Just have 1 point off of the pedal. So like
Yeah,
take a
'cause,
hill off
I've
or take.
tried something similar to that when I'm
Yeah.
on the master, when I'm braking real hard.
Yeah.
You know,
Under braking, you want to lift the toe, not a hill, because you want your hills to be your pressure point.
Yeah, I don't. If you look
yeah,
at most of those guys, their feet are never always flat on the pedals.
Yeah.
they're not.
They're
Like
dancing all over
I'm
the
on my
pedals, man.
toes quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get more power when you're on your toes, and I think more control too.
Okay. All right. Look.
Working corners too.
Wow. So yours says, in theory, yes, the fair race is on the same wheel, but in reality, racing sport only progresses when constructors push the R&D to get ahead. Okay, research and development. All right. Yeah. But Roger says when I asked him about, he likes the Blitz for racing.
Yeah,
Okay.
blasphemy.
Yeah.
Nah, that's all
Well,
right.
I'm a big goat fan, so if I had a wheel, I could buy a wheel right now. It would definitely be the Panther because I
Okay,
like the
Roger.
I don't even
Master
know
already.
what that is.
And Maribel said the Blitz and the Master are pretty close, so I feel I got something pretty close to the Blitz. But yeah, I
Master's
want
not
a
a
long
bad
range
wheel.
wheel now.
Like,
Good stuff.
okay.
Thank you, Roger. So, hey, Roger, do you see any like wheels coming out right now that you would recommend? Like somebody like, okay, this is your all around wheel. You should maybe go for this one right now. Is it the Blitz? Is that what you're saying?
If you could only have one wheel,
Yeah, like I say the Panther because I mean I'm a rider already, but like, and you said the Lynx, or
I
right?
would have thought the lengths for any wheel. I
I
love it
wonder
so
what
much.
Roger would pick. I wonder what Roger would
It's
pick.
so good.
I want to say something first. So I'm gonna answer. Okay, I'm gonna say two parts of this question. So Stan says these racers are good, and the days of regular Joe Blow showing up and getting medals are over. Now, this is
Oh
my answer
yeah,
to this is my answer to a question, right? To that statement. I tell anybody, if you have the chance, go to a race and
why
compete.
not?
Now, this
You only live
dude,
once.
you come out so much better. You don't come out the same person. You don't. I'm serious. You get
I
you
come
get a
out a
lot
little bit
better.
embarrassed.
It pushes you. It
You have
pushes you, right?
so
It pushes
dude,
you.
you learn a lot, man. You learn a
Yeah,
lot
it
that
pushes
day.
you.
You learn a lot. It's like going to race freaking school, dude. I'm telling you.
Intro to speed's good if you
Well,
got one near.
I mean, look at Roger, dude. Look at Roger. Okay, like I seen how when I rode with Roger to now, and it's like a whole different person, man. This guy, like, did you see him fall the other day and like kind of face plant, roll
Oh, is that
up,
Roger?
jump up? Yeah, that was Roger. Jump up, and it's like what? Like, man, that was a G move. I give him some props for that one,
Sean's
dude.
like, I think
That's
Roger
a
just crashed.
California gangster right there, man. Hey, he hit the fucking ground, rolled it like what? Jumped up and he's like, what's going on? Like nothing. I think he went and picked his wheel up like nothing, dude. I was like, and I think he's like, what is he 52 or something like that? I don't know, but
I think
that was some
Roger's
tough
close to
tough
that.
shit right there. I liked it.
Well, he says I choose the blitz because my injured leg makes it hard for me to do well on the links for very long. I get tired now. Okay.
No, we're not. Hey, but we're not talking
That's
about
for
your leg.
racing. Out
We're
of
not
those
talking about your leg,
two
Roger. We're talking
No,
about you got to pick a wheel, Roger. Like
yeah, he
if
did.
you're at
He did.
400% health.
Look further down the comments. He did.
He
Shamanel.
said the blitz, right?
Nah, Shamanel.
The L would be my number one wheel.
Yeah.
For racing or just
if you could only have one, the question was.
okay, just have one
You
wheel.
can only have one wheel. What would be Shamanel?
See, hey, look, see, everybody's going with Leaper Kim. You know, the L, and I think that's a 4,000 watt hour battery, right?
Probably.
CFC.
I don't have one.
Yeah, the Sherman L's a 4,000 watt hour battery, so it's a long range wheel, got quality like a motherfucker. Yeah, I could see why they would go with the L.
CJ's, I think Begode is just showing off on the wheels they push out. They push out a lot of wheels, dude.
I don't even try and keep
Yeah,
up
did you guys
anymore.
hear about the Grizzly?
But
Hey, did you guys hear about the new wheel, the Grizzly?
The Grizzly,
No.
I'm
the
just
Grizzly
fucking with
bag.
you.
that's great. Well,
They ain't no
Dude,
fucking
hey,
grizzly wheel. I just wanted to see the hype, you know. They ain't no grizzly. I
I've
mean,
been working
but
on
they are
weekends, so I
coming
haven't
out
been
with a
able to
lot of
keep up
wheels.
with the Goat releases.
Like, I mean,
the
they got all
grizzly
kinds
bear.
of fucking names for these things right now.
Dude, and you're joking, and they might have a wheel come out called the Grizzly now.
Hey,
Yeah,
they might. I mean, look
probably.
at hey,
Hey,
your
you should
boy
work
used
with them
to
to make
talks
the
about the
Grizzly.
Blitz. Now the Blitz came out,
Yeah,
right?
well, that's
You
where they
should
got that. They
contact
got
Dave
that
and
name
get
from
him
there.
to make the Grizzly, and then you can go all chance-ins and tell everyone that you work with the Goat and he made a wheel and it's your creation.
The Grizzly
All you
kid.
got to do is suggest a couple things that you'd like to be in a wheel, and then all
Yeah.
of a sudden you're on the credits for the R&D department.
We're going with a 26-inch tire, 6,000 watt hour battery. You heard the
That's a good
Grizzly?
point right there. What you're
I
all
can
saying. The
feel his mouth
Panther,
range.
he says the Panther is like the Blitz, and the
People hop
Master
over
Pro had a
cars,
baby.
man.
Yeah, I can see that, Yoto.
That's a good one. The Panther is like the Blitz, and a Master Pro had a baby.
Yep. Roger,
Yeah,
that's
but
good
it's
stuff.
kind of a
Roger's the
cool
truth,
baby.
man.
It's a pretty cool baby, I'll tell you that. I've seen some videos of it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Roger's the man.
Yeah,
You
I
know
gotta,
what?
dude. Hopefully,
There'll be a bunch of
I get
people
up
that
to
get
I like
par with
excited
those
about it,
guys in
and then the Goat's
2025.
going to release something else, and then it's going to be forgotten. Like, what was that other one that just came out? I don't know. There's been a few. Like,
the X-Way, the Blitz.
yeah,
The
didn't
Panther
which
is the
one was
GOAT,
first?
CJ.
Didn't one of them just make the other one obsolete?
Yeah, well, basically,
people have put in pre-orders.
look,
They haven't even arrived yet, and then
check it
we
out.
got a new wheel. It's better. You want
Hey,
this one instead?
hey, Dale. So it was the Master Pro V4, then the Blitz right after, then the X-Way 134, all three 134 bolt, and then they made the X-Way 168, I believe. I don't remember.
That's
And then
the
and now they made the Panther.
They couldn't
All
be
five
outdone by
wheels.
anyone.
All 5 wheels, 6 months. All 5 wheels, 6 months. So basically, every month a new wheel.
My easy tuning quality is overrated. Not when you crash
Hey,
and then
not
you've
when
got to
you break
wait
your
for
fucking
parts.
collarbone. Not when you break your collarbone or your wrist.
My T4s had like 4 headlights because every time you crash it, the headlight breaks. You got to wait for parts. It's bullshit. I smashed my links into a bollard. Like my mate crashed into me, and then I hit a bollard like 2 feet later, and I was doing like 40 mile an hour, and that my link like smashed into that bollard, and all I did was get a little crack in my handle.
That's it.
And the handle still works fine. Like on a Begode, that thing would have been destroyed.
Yeah,
that's one of the things I like about it because I can't afford to keep buying shit every time I crash. You know, it's good if you like working with wheels and like pulling them apart and putting your bits on. Begode's for you. 100%. You know, it's right up your alley. But if you want a wheel that's gonna last you, that's not gonna break if you crash, like leave King with that.
Look at that.
That's what I love about Leaf.
It's unfortunately inferior to Begode. Okay.
What do you say?
No, okay, look. The only thing I agree with that, the only thing I agree with that is in the power delivery on the racetrack.
Oh yeah, Begode and fastest.
That's it.
They've always been
That's
fastest.
fucking it.
That's how they get their sales.
But I agree. Like I'm a tinker, and like the Master that I got, I could take it apart, completely apart. I've never done it before, right? But I've worked on cars before. I took it completely apart, put it back together, put a new motherboard, everything, right? New tire, new wheel, new inner tube, the works, right? But I've took it completely apart, all and put it back together in a matter of, I think, and I'm using manual tools, no power tools, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I use fucking manual. I like feeling the tightness of each screw. Screw that fucking impact
control and almost put it back together.
Yeah, I don't use those impact guns, dude. And I'm gonna set it at the level 7. It shouldn't fuck it up. Nah, I'm not using power tools. It's all hand. I did it in 3 hours.
Yeah,
in 3 hours from top to bottom, back and forth. So yeah, it's a tinker of a wheel, but it's an easier tinker of a wheel. I'll tell you that.
Guys. EUC
Compared
Lifer,
to some
thank
of the
you so
older
much,
wheels.
brother, for coming in, man. Appreciate you, bro. Hope you're doing well.
Who's here, Lifer? G'day, buddy.
Yeah, it's the man.
This is the thing. Okay, let's we got to read this one here. I heard a 200 volt is coming. Does the panel know if it's true and who was making it? I heard it wasn't an
Well,
emotion supposed to
Yeah,
come
in
out.
wasn't it
motion
emotion?
and
I heard
begode.
emotion.
In motion and begode.
But see, this is the
Well,
thing
but
with the
as soon
voltage
as
time.
anyone's doing it, like a higher spec in any way, but goes onto it.
But what it boils down
Guarantee there's going to
is
be
this-
something come out.
Roger
after.
might know, man. Roger might know that answer.
But
If
the
he's
thing
still
is,
here, he
guys,
could probably tell us.
what it boils down to is the software. How is it programmed? You can have these high voltage wheels, and
Mostly.
it comes down to the firmware. What's the firmware going to do? What are they going to allow that wheel to do? If the firmware
I agree.
sucks, then it doesn't matter about all that voltage.
Well, when they put that vest on that monster, that 84 volt monster, right? It was going 48 miles per hour almost, dude. It's 47, 48. And it was beeping like crazy. But that's the old monster, the first one. And I'm riding my master next to it. And I'm surprised because I'm like, dude, I got a master V4 and I'm right next to him and he's keeping up. I had to slow up because I didn't want him to have a cutout. But when I slowed up, I looked down at the speedometer. He's doing like 48, 47 miles per hour on there because my speedometer was like 40, 49, 50. So it's not ever right. So I always deduct a mile or two or something like that, you know, so because I don't got the GPS on. But that's just with an 84 vest out wheel. So supposedly Austin talked about the 134 vest coming out already. So if you could take that 134 vest, who knows what it could do, dude? It could probably do 70, 75 miles per hour, and it wouldn't even shut off, dude. But I wouldn't try it. I mean, maybe I would. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. He's trying to convince me, Austin, to put a vest on the Master V4.
Yeah, I mean, if it's all tuned up right, I mean, it's just going to make the wheel better. I mean, you just have more control over what's going on with the firmware.
Yeah, because if I could hit 60 to 65 comfortably and know it's not going to cut off, I would be down to do the vesking on it.
Stan says, would the panel trust a fast King song? I read the F-22 will go 62 miles an hour. I mean, that's the thing. Any wheel has a chance of cutting out. I don't care what maker it is.
What's fast to you, Stan? Is 40 fast for you? Yeah, I trust the F-22 to go 40, 45, like comfortably. But once you hit that thing 50, 55, I don't even trust that at 62. I nothing King song. I don't know, dude. They don't impress me. Not to high speeds. Dale, hey, ask Dale that question. He just came back.
Well, King song, they had, like I said, the 18XL, 16X. Those were solid wheels, man. You know, they had problems.
He said if we would trust the F-22 at 62 miles per hour.
I don't think that King Song will allow it to go that fast. Like they've always been really
that's what
big
they're saying, Dale.
features and shit. Like
that's what they're saying. It's supposed to be over 60 mile per hour wheel. Yeah,
it's supposed
to be an over 60 mile per hour wheel.
Bought out by someone else. If they're saying it, I believe it.
You know what I said?
I've always been able to their rate, whatever they say on my King songs. Every one of them, I've been able to do that speed that they've said. So I got no reason that they wouldn't. And I imagine that they would have made it so it's powerful enough to go quite far past that. But that's where they're saying that's enough because their biggest thing is we don't want it to cut out on people.
Did you ever have an 18XL or a 16X?
I had a 16X. You got 28,000 kilometers.
Okay, and what was the top speed of that?
50 kilometers an hour.
Did you ever hit 50 kilometers per hour?
All the time.
And did it ever cut off on you?
No.
What did it do? Just beep, lift up the pedals? What did it do?
Beep and tilt back.
So maybe we might look out. All right, so I'll take that back, Stan. Maybe Stan might be right, but I'm not going to trust King Stan at a high speed.
30 k's now. My 16S did 35 k's.
Someone's going to.
You see what Roger's saying?
Speed on it.
You see what Roger's saying? He'll do 60 on it. Roger, you'll probably do 60 on anything if they say it could do 60.
Roger's a man.
Roger's a daredevil.
We love him, though.
So, someone's going to hit top speed on the F-22. I mean, that's just the
Oh,
bottom line. Someone's
Give
going
it to Roger. He just said he'll do it. Roger will do it. King Song, if you're hearing us, hit up Roger. Roger EUC, he'll do it for you.
The way
Hell,
the King
it
Song that
might
I
help their
know,
sales.
if they claim
Hey,
it'll do 60, then
it might help their
I believe
sales,
it.
you know. It might help
I
their
want to
sales.
go skydiving on electric unicycle.
Roger, skydiving's boring.
I wanted to do that for like 6 years, 7 years now. Maybe Red Bull will pay for it.
They might. I want to do that wingsuit. Jump out.
No, hey, jump
suit,
out of the
Batman.
parachute with a unicycle, and when you land, take off riding, Roger. You could do it.
Yeah, you need to power up. You need somewhere to power up without letting go of these. So then you can come down and then power it up as you touch on the ground, and then you can run out. Otherwise, or you just land. You know, I've thought about it. I want to do it. If Red Bull's watching,
Fucking just drink like a 6-pack of Red Bulls. You could do it.
Huh?
And maybe a fifth of vodka and 6 Red Bulls. You could do it.
Huh? What's a fizz? Is that like a liter?
You drink vodka, man? You'd like vodka?
I
I think that was the craziest thing I had was vodka with Red Bull, man. I didn't know whether I was drunk or I was ready to go.
That
shit's scary, man.
I had a
That's
buddy
pretty
that was a
popular drink here
bartender,
in
and he
the
said
club
he
and
would
shit,
never
like Red Bull.
he would never serve anybody liquor with Red Bull in it. It's like giving them crack. He said, "Yeah." Hey, what do we got? We caught up on all the.
What's he saying? Yikes to? What's he saying? Yikes to?
Talking about riding naked or something. So I'm like,
why not? Why not? We came to this world naked. Why not?
Yeah, you don't want
to. I mean, the spike pedals might fucking hurt.
Could you imagine cutting out like that and sliding across the house?
Who knows, man? Who knows, man? You might roll so fast, you might not get that fucked up. I don't know.
Will the winner of the China race be officially #1 in the world? Says Dan.
Well, you're gonna have some top races. You're gonna have some top
races.
Not everyone can afford to go to China.
No, because look, you know what? They did a time.
Doesn't mean they are. You know.
hey, check this out, Dale. Hey, Dale, Sensei, and they did the thing with Roger and all them, and their top speeds and the amount of meters per race, and the length of races and speed per races. Hey, Spain and US are really close on footage and speed. So it's not about who's fast over there. All you got to look is meters and speed, and that kind of more or less tells you, dude.
Yeah.
And we're almost the same in Spain and in the US. So I'm sure China's not. I mean, yeah, maybe they're a little faster because they're smaller. Sorry, they are smaller men. You don't see a lot of 6 foot, 250-pound Chinese men. A lot, You see one in a few, And in America, us American, we're big men. United States, we're big people, So I'd say that if the U.S. is producing what they're producing, most of the guys that are kicking ass, they're real skinny guys compared to the other countries, dude, like Spain and China or whatever. They're all small, skinny guys.
Also, a heavier rider can put the weight down harder for acceleration and braking. They might not.
Well, Roger's one of those exemptions, dude.
Yeah.
Because he knows like, look what Roger can do.
CJ, that's a good idea, man. And he says, okay, I want y'all to expand the sport of electric unicycles. If you have a spare unicycle, give it to a kid. Please do.
I just did. Remember I told you I gave my V10F away?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I had less than 100 miles. I spent $1,300. I was so pissed off. I was like, why did I even buy this fucking thing? And I kept seeing it. So I just said, fuck it. I'm giving it away. And you could say I did it out of my own necessity of not seeing the damn thing because I don't use it and it was pissing me off more than my heart. But I'm going to be honest. I think it was more that. But then after I gave it to the kid, I felt, oh, how cool. How nice.
I would give it someone over 18. I'm not gonna give it to a kid. Kid gets
I
hurt.
organised a free
So,
will for
Well,
one of the local
it's a
kids.
16-year-old kid, man.
mm-mm.
I'm sure you'd give it to a 16-year-old, Stan.
I gave one to a 14-year-old.
CJ.
I would do 18 for me.
16. I mean, hey, what were you doing at 16?
If I knew
I
the
was
kid.
I
My
was
thing is,
fucking at 15, man. So I'm sure if
yeah,
I'm fucking,
I get that.
you're
But
ready for a wheel.
what I'm saying, if I know the kid, yeah. But if I don't know them, I'd make sure they're of
'Cause,
age. That way,
hey,
I don't get in any
once you
trouble.
start that stuff, man, you're already in the shit. You know what I mean? Like you already got in the bad, man. I mean, like that's the whole thing. That's what gets us all in the shit, right? Eventually.
U.S. riders at the best and the fastest at the moment, no
What's
doubt.
that, Dale?
That's
Was
a pattern.
that the patent?
That,
Yeah.
What you put the links pads on there?
Yeah, because I didn't have any. And the first time I got on it, I
Hey,
nearly fell off when I
somebody
went to
send
brake.
Dale some pads, man.
Yeah.
nice,
Somebody
Lifer.
send Dale some
Man.
pads.
Yeah,
Spread the
yeah,
love,
someone
bro.
sent me some
Spread the
pads.
love.
I don't know how to turn my camera around, but there it is.
Man, look
CJ
at
I
probably
think
got
I
like
think
a
they've made some
dozen
changes on
fucking
the
pads.
old one with the top end, with the top end, because the charger's
Those
at the back. I don't have the old one here to compare it with, but my mate's got one, but he's busy. I'll see him later on. But these bits here, the front bits on the links, sometimes you hit your knees on them, and with these ones, I'm like a good inch away when I push in. So
Okay.
they've obviously
It
been
don't
listening to
fuck it. It
people what
don't
they
fuck
want.
with you.
Yeah.
How's the seater riding on there, Dale?
Well, the seat that I have for my links is actually a pattern seat, one of them big bow dow or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called, but I thought, oh yeah, I'll chuck that on here, but because it's different to the old pattern, when I put that seat on it, on that back rail where it clicks on, it kind of sits up a little bit, so it doesn't actually fit there. So I imagine they're going to bring out one for the Pattern S soon. So when I'm riding seated, I've only been able to do it without an actual seat on there, just sitting on the wheel. But it hasn't been too bad. But I'm sure once I get an actual seat for it, it'll be a lot better.
Okay.
But yeah. So yeah, not compatible. The old
Who's
Pattern seat
Nadia?
on the Pattern S, not
Who's
compatible.
Nadia? Is that the young girl?
Nadia,
EUC girl?
EUC girl, yeah.
Yeah. She,
She's awesome.
'cause they got her in
Doing
when
no
she was
footers
a
and
kid.
shit.
You know what I mean? She's probably into some other shit now. You know, kids grow up.
Yeah,
But she was
yeah.
pretty badass, wasn't she? Like, she was doing
Yeah.
jumps and all kinds of shit.
He
But
can roll,
no
man.
footers over
She
big
looked
jump.
like she was gonna stick with it.
Yeah. Well, you can't force them. There was a
Yeah.
family
You gotta
in
let
the
them do what they
UK.
kind of want to do, you know, so they love it.
Yeah. There was a family in the UK with like their 3 girls that all rode, and they were really good. But yeah, like they're not really into it anymore, which is a shame. But like their dad still rides, Leon. But yeah,
I remember that.
there's
I
a few
remember
kids that get into it that kind of go off it in the end, which is a bit sad. But
You ever see the EUC family with the little girl that rides and
yeah,
the dad, and then now
yeah,
they got the little boy riding?
little dude, right? He's like 4 years
Yeah,
old
I
or something
mean,
like that?
it looks like they're hopefully they ride for a while. I mean, let's see how long. I mean, it looks pretty cool to see kids
yeah,
riding.
yeah.
Hey, if
Well, when
everyone
I was
could
with my ex, we got
please
her 3-year-old
smash the
riding,
like button. If
and
you
we
can
had the whole family riding. But
give us the thumbs up, smash the like button, everybody, if you like what you're
Yeah,
hearing,
put a
like what you're
smash
seeing.
like, put a like, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, put a like. You know, say hey, give us some stuff to talk about, and
I agree,
we'll see
Roger.
what we can get
Those
there.
kids they're gonna be really, really good.
Hey, Roger,
yeah,
do you ever give away wheels to people, like to kids and stuff? I
those
mean,
kids aren't gonna feel.
I gave the V10, so I'm starting. I gave a 9-bot scooter, a V10F. You know, just stuff that I don't use, man. I give away because you know the stuff goes bad if you just leave it there. You know, the battery, it goes bad if you don't charge it and use it. So I'd rather give shit away.
I like giving them to people that can't afford them.
Okay, I'm gonna
Exactly.
have to address
Well,
this
hey,
question.
basically everyone. Hey, you're basically talking about everyone, and it sounds crazy, but everyone that in the town that I live, most 90% can't afford it where I live.
Yeah.
So you know, I live in areas where people make $200, $150 a week, and they're working just as hard as I'm working. I'm making $40 an hour over in the United States. You know what I mean? And yeah, and
Nice,
I live in Mexico.
I thought I was doing right getting 40 Australian.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll let you guys. I'll let you
Yeah,
guys
sorry,
answer
what were you
this.
saying, Sensei?
Well, let's listen to Sensei.
Here you
Sorry.
go. You guys can answer this one because
That's
I've
awesome.
answered this one already.
What do you say? I gave my Z10 to the kid next door. What?
No, look
Hey,
at the
hey,
question on the screen. Look at the question
hey!
on the
No,
screen.
so Osborne. Hey, do you remember what I told you about Osborne, right, Sensei?
Awesome.
She wants to do
Osborne?
a live stream with us too.
I
Dude,
haven't heard
awesome.
anything.
No, I talked to her. I talked to her.
Dude,
But
Bailey.
she's just a little bit off there. She's a good looking girl. I see what she's trying to do. She's trying to get them fans. All power to her. I
You'll
don't
be
hate on the
making
girls. Don't play.
you'll be
Hey,
making
you
heaps of
can't hate
money
on
off
the
of those
player.
kids.
No,
Yeah.
You can't hate on the player.
I just don't like how
I'm not,
she acts like she knows shit about wheels.
You
Like
can't hate.
be a tart and do your videos. That's what they're there for.
Hey,
Like 95% of your viewers aren't into ECs
hey, 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 it's just a
like
different niche, Dale. It's just a
yeah,
different
but
niche. It's like if we got,
don't do reviews and act like you know what you're talking about. Like we
yeah,
know it's her
exactly.
boyfriend for 2
That's
years.
all I'm saying. She,
Do
you know
your
what she ought to be
tasking.
saying, right?
Love
You know
it,
what she ought to
but
be saying when she's riding the wheel, right?
acting like a professional.
guys are crazy, man.
It, she ought to be saying stuff on that wheel like, "Look at my booty, look at how it wiggles. Look at my booty." You
Doesn't
know,
have
let's
to
be
say it.
good with it, girl. Let's
Doesn't have
just
to
talk
say
about the truth.
it.
Guys, oh my
You know what I
goodness,
mean?
guys are
Yeah, I
hilarious.
Have you
call her.
seen?
What did I call her? And she was laughing about it. I call her Cheeks of Wheelie. You know what I mean? I'm like, "What's up, Cheeks of Wheelie?" And she was laughing off that shit. But she's down to do a
Yeah.
live stream, like hey, she's into that market,
Well, let's
entertainment
see
Yeah.
if we
market, dude.
can see if we can
Yeah.
hook something up, man. We can get her on here.
Yes, she's an OnlyFans girl, my EC journey. Or you can find her on Reddit by looking up 77676, 7 the word, then the number 7676.
You got her on OnlyFans, don't you, Dale? Come on.
I don't
Yeah,
need
you
to,
need to
mate. She
send
puts
that
it all
Nikki
on
up
Reddit.
here, man. You need to send that
That
Nikki
video
up
where
here. I'll
she's
put it to
got
good
the
use.
S22 with the
She
children on
does
the seat.
OnlyFans, man.
Dude,
She
I
does
don't like.
OnlyFans. You know what I mean?
She's a dirty. She's a dirty. And there's so many dudes simping over her, and she's got the body of like a 10-year-old boy.
Well, hey, some guys like them skinnies. Hey, you gotta like all the flavors.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
always have the same kind of meat. But you know, but yeah, she's got her own little market.
Yes,
Like I
I had
said,
reached out.
I
Now
don't
she's
hate
got a
on her.
friend riding with her as well.
I think I had reached up. I don't know if it was on Insta, one of those darn things. I can't remember Instagram, Facebook, but I never got a reply back.
I
But you have to
You
I don't know.
understand
try her
Like I said, she's cool though.
what her
She's
inbox
cool.
is
So we'll get
probably.
her
You
on
might have
here.
to
We're
send a
gonna get
super
her on
chat.
here so and you'll see. She's a cool girl. She's just making money, man, and she's making money. I'll tell you that. So I don't hate on that.
No, I'm not gonna
Shit,
knock her.
if any of us three could do it with our body, I'm sure we would be doing it with our body.
No, I'm
I
not.
don't got the body to do
If
it. You know what I
you
mean?
got it, flaunt
Sensei's
it.
got probably the best body out of all three of us over here. He does all that workout and health shit. But, me, I'm a bunch of jello with bones.
Yeah, the only gym I go to is Jim Beam. Although I don't do caffeine because my body's a temple.
Hey, you know who I'd like to get on here is Mario Chacon, man. I'd like to get him. I'd like to see his insight because he's a young guy, and I want to see like Zach Darnell's gone down and do this. So I know we can get some of these young writers like Mario Chacon also and Brian or whoever wants to do
I gotta get
these
Marty. I'd like
podcasts.
to
Let's
get
start
Marty
doing
on.
this more lively, more routinely, like once a week, and get a UEC talk going with everybody on here,
Yeah.
Yeah, Russell, she does a lot of stuff, man. You see her riding, water skiing or wakeboarding and jet
skis.
Yeah.
Or Maribel Vargas, have you had her on here, Sensei?
No, I'm a fan of Maribel though. She
Yeah,
can
maybe we
roll,
can get
man.
Maribel if you're hearing. Maybe we can get you on here.
I'm sorry, what's that?
Have they sponsored her yet? Because I know for ages, like she was winning shit, and they
She
just weren't
rides.
fucking
Isn't
giving
she
her anything.
sponsored by Alien Rides, Maribel?
Hope so.
Yeah, she's Alien Rights.
Yeah.
She's a Vargas,
She
like
deserves it.
Antonio Vargas. That's his sister,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I think so.
What? Antonio. That's his, okay. Both cool peeps.
Yeah. So she'd be cool to get on here. I mean, Cheeks and Willie, if you're hearing me, hopefully we can Get you on here too.
No, you never prejudge anybody. I'm just saying, I'm not going to knock her hustle. She can do what she has to do. I would still love to have her on the show and just hear
Yeah,
what she
no,
has to
she's
say.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she told me to set it up with you and her, so I'll let you know after. But yeah, there's a lot of people that want to be on here. We just got to line them up.
But
Dale's always got a spot because we're rebel riders right here, straight heart. So you know
Well, I
that's
gotta
you seen
say,
you seen the rebel rider sweater that Sensei made, Dale?
No.
oh, you didn't
Yeah,
see?
you got
Send it
it.
through. Send it
Dude,
through.
this
You,
this is custom made, man.
Yeah,
where's it at?
send me
I
some
put
pics.
it up. I
Show 'em.
put it up on eBay. I had to take it down, dude.
You know
What?
what I mean? You know
Should
what I
I
mean?
show 'em?
Yeah, I think you should. I think you
Okay,
should.
hold it
Yeah,
down,
if you got
fellas.
it, go
There
get
you
it.
go. There
Hold
you
it
go.
down.
We
I'm
got
just
this.
excited
We
about
got this.
We'll
somebody.
hold the fort while you're gone.
We've been holding the damn fort. No, but hey, you know, like hey, I was saying, like, you know, I don't hate on the girl. I know what she's up to, and I say, you know what? If you good looking, use that shit. If you're strong, use that shit. If you're smart, use
Yeah.
that shit.
Oh,
So if
dude,
she's hot, then use that shit. But don't be trying to give us full reviews and shit because you're not a real
yeah,
rider. You don't
that's
race.
exactly how I feel.
If
So,
you're a
dude,
racer, then don't then you know you could say
I
some shit like, oh, this is a cool wheel, you know, it's
yeah,
fun to use, but don't start giving us like, oh, you should get this because of this and that, because
yeah,
you're not really,
yeah.
I've never seen her push the wheel like hard.
She's not there for her opinion, eh?
Hey,
Oh
look at
shit!
that, Dale.
Bring it
Look at
closer.
that, Dale. Hey,
Oh yeah, on
bring it
top of the
closer.
telly. Yeah, man,
That's what I'm talking about, rebel riders right there.
that's it.
Yeah, but that's just the beginning. Me and Sensei, you know, Sensei, he
That
got
will
some people to
go.
do it, but we're gonna do some really nice ones soon. I just got
Yeah,
a job, Dale. I just got a job, man. I hadn't been working in a while, so
yeah, we're good.
I was going through it, you know.
I just got another one because I picked mine to come back to where I'm originally from because my mum's been in hospital a few times. So I was like, you can't leave
Oh,
too
sorry
long.
to hear that,
So I
man.
took my job and moved. But no, she's still alright at the moment. But she just, you know. Anyway, so I've moved back here and I've done a little bit of work the last couple of weekends, and I've got a job starting in January. So it's just between now and then I'm going to be like.
1 second, CJ. Thank you so much for coming on, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. CJ got to take off.
See you, CJ.
All right, CJ, man, we talking to you soon, man.
Hopefully, Stan,
Thank you for always being there.
we get Zach on. I know Zach wants to come on and Zen wants to come on. So hopefully one of
Oh
those
yeah,
two.
hey, Stan wants us to get the girl on here, but he's saying he wants professional racers on here. We're gonna get him on here, man. So we already got some people.
Look.
Zen was supposed to be here, but he had some shit. So we're gonna wait on him when he's ready. But we're gonna have a lot of racers, man. Probably Roger will be on here again too. So there'll be a lot of guys. I'm sure Roger will be down. We all working together.
Who would be funny to get on?
You know who? If I had to pick
what about
a guy or a
Tarzan?
girl, a guy or a girl.
Tarzan?
No,
there's
Russell,
not
I
many
agree,
girls
dude.
to choose
Like I said, I would
from.
love to
Get
get
what
on the show
Tarzan
and
in
just
Well,
talk.
I want
That's
to get
it.
all the racers and all the people that are like pros on there and
well,
actually influencing
Tarzan won an off-road race by enough to turn around and cross the finish line backwards.
CJ, remember
So
the
he
first
technically is a good
race?
racer.
I think the first race I did was Cobra had an indoor rally.
Yeah, get
I'd
Roger
like to
and
get
Zach
Go George on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, George was on recently,
Well,
wasn't
man, not just George. Get his whole crew on here, dude.
Yeah,
Them
Go
guys
George would
with
be
Nick
good.
and all that.
Because he's funny as hell.
Oh,
Go
my
George is
God.
funny as hell, dude.
George, they all that his whole crew is funny, man.
Are they?
Yeah, those dudes are hilarious.
People watching, who would you like to see on here? Pop it in the chat.
Yeah, hey, they got a lot of indoor racing in the Bay Area. I heard they're using the golf cart racing, but they can't really go that fast, man, like they do on some of these other racetracks. So it just looks like some guys are just having fun because they're only getting about 25 to 30 miles per hour, 35 tops. they're not hitting this 50-mile-per-hour speed, so it probably doesn't look as fun to the people.
That's when the small wheels come in. Just like playing Mario Kart 50cc versus 250cc. You get a little tiny windy track, and you've got a little short wheel, a small wheel that like accelerates quick and brakes quick.
What's he saying?
You dominate on those kind of tracks.
In retrospect, what's he saying? 125 is where I have seen most of my progress in riders. Or what is he saying?
You talking 125 as far as weight class Euro, or
It's 120. 12S. 12S is where I have seen mine. What's 12S?
is that the 12S or 120?
Or is that supposed to be a 5?
I don't know.
Well, it says 12S, but it could
I don't know. I agree. That's what I was saying about like the best riders in all the countries. They're all real little guys. But there's exemptions like Roger. You know,
this is the thing, though.
Like Roger's not a small guy.
Look at Turbo. Turbo's like what, 6'4", 240? That dude rolls on the wheel, man.
Yeah,
he's fast.
It's exactly. It's how you ride and how you've been riding and how you've taught yourself. Like I ride way different than a lot of people, man. Some people like how I ride. Some people are like, you're a little crazy. I drain the battery real fast, more or less, because I'm riding hard all the time. So
gotta smoke outside.
it's just I don't have a lot of time to ride when I ride, so I just kill my fucking battery. I don't care.
Oh, I thought CJ was taking off. Sorry, I thought you were leaving, bro.
Oh, see, you're back. Is CJ back?
I thought he was leaving.
Oh, good. Yeah. We're glad to have you all the time.
Well, I was just CJ, but it's got that foreign language writing that I can't read.
Yeah.
Can't see the chat anymore. I'm outside.
What the hell? What the hell is Russell Saunders saying? He says what?
I think.
So they got a cruising mountain board. What is he saying?
The escape.
What question are you looking at?
The one that's on
this one here.
No, the one with Russell Saunders said. Acid just released best-in-class cruising mountain board. What? But to be fair,
it was just
I skim any micromobility videos these days. I don't know. Do you got some good stuff, Russell? Because I don't understand shit you're saying. No, I don't get what he's saying.
I
don't get what he's saying.
I think.
What's he talking about? E-skates?
Yeah. Mountain board, so it's like the e-skates they do the jumps and shit on.
With the big wheels, big knobby wheels.
What about unicycles here, man? So you could take that talk somewhere else, man.
Dude, we got love for e-skates.
Hey, you see riding right here.
I came close to getting an e-board, man.
Ain't that shit working with our shit, you know? What we can't get none of that shit in our stuff. What's Roger saying?
He's talking about Zach.
He said, I'll do it. I love Zach. He's right.
Yeah, Zach Darnell's the man. He's a fucking bad motherfucker.
His dad's a good bloke.
Zach's cool.
I thought they were brothers, and then I learned that it's his dad. The other Darnell.
You see a lot of. See more
that's his dad, dude?
Yeah, it's his dad. I thought it was his brother.
I thought it was fucking brother. The dude's young looking.
Dad.
Yeah, he's young looking.
Yeah. Well, maybe they're just talking shit to me. But yeah, apparently it's his dad. Oh, shit.
Yeah, Zach's funny.
Yeah, I got to get a Roger. Well, my next wheel, I'll get a Roger Charger. I don't need it just yet, but the next one.
Yeah, hey, what does a Roger Charger cost though, man? Aren't they like $350, $400? I don't know what they cost, but I'll tell you what, man. I've seen so many fast chargers and some stuff. They're talking about 200, 220. And I don't know. I'm scared to put something that I don't know. I probably would get a Roger charger once the price went down. Because I do need something to charge my wheel fast. But I want to know something that somebody's used, because a lot of this other stuff that people are talking about, they're like, oh, you got to open up the fucking box and adjust the voltage. And
I don't want to
I
adjust
don't
that.
want to do none of that shit. That's and especially if I'm spending 3,000-4,000 on a wheel, you
Yeah.
know,
Well, I
I
think
want something that's so simple. They're like, just press this fucking button, and it's 134 volt.
well,
And
Roger has chargers where you just plug it in, I believe, and it recognizes the voltage of the wheel and just adjusts. I believe he has chargers like that.
really,
Yeah, I believe
that's
so.
pretty
Correct me
badass,
if I'm
Roger.
wrong, Roger. Correct me if I'm wrong, please.
Yeah, and I don't know if you could even give us the price or any hint on the price, but I need to go on his website and look or where he's got them, because I do want one. Because when I sold the Commander Mini, I wasn't using it much because I got the Master, but the charger's the same as the Master, the exact same charger
Yeah.
that Extreme Bull uses. It looks the same brand, everything.
Exact. That silver one.
And I was able to plug 2 of those chargers into the Master and charge it at the same time, and it charged faster. And I kind of got used to it. So when I sold the Commander, I wasn't even sad about selling the Commander. I was a little, but I was more like pissed that I didn't have that second charger. So I kind of would like to get a Roger charger. Hey, Christmas is coming.
Stan, yes, Stan, racers are still using God mod. I know when I raced Cobra's Rally, there were racers there with the God mods in it. He still keeps.
Hey, now what did you say God mod is? Because I know I've heard what kind it is, but what is it?
They're capacitors.
Okay.
They're capacitors.
So what do you do? Readjust the firmware or?
Well, I don't know if he's tinkering with the firmware. Mine, I just put in the wheel. But some people like them, some people don't. I like mine. But I guess you would have to talk to Austin. Austin will clue you in on it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to him. Yeah. I'm sure he knows all that shit.
Yeah. But it's like if people were using for like so your wheel wouldn't cut out in a sense, because they charge fast and they discharge power fast, but they recharge fast. So if your battery needs more power, it will yank it out the capacitor, that type of thing. And then when you regenerate brake, it charges it back up. But Austin can explain it better than I can, probably.
Yeah, I'll ask him. So it's like field weakening type thing. It's like a field weakening.
No, it's different than field weakening.
Oh. Yeah. So can you use God mod with field weakening?
Yeah, it's not going to do anything. Yeah.
Didn't God mod die
now? Yeah, it's just a capacitor. It's almost like adding like a quick charge battery pack to it in a sense.
Oh.
Look at the control boards now. They got so many fucking MOSFETs and capacitors and shit. Like God mod was basically just a couple extra capacitors, which would hold some power.
Well, now, man, so they put a lot of them things on.
They're irrelevant now.
Dude, he had Declan, when I went to Cobra's Rally, he had a modded, I think it was a MCM5, God modded up, man. He was flying on that thing, dude. He was ripping. Yeah.
And those things are little, aren't they? They're little wheels too, aren't they?
He was ripping. He had a bigger tire and stuff on. He was rolling on that thing, dude.
Well, them little wheels, like that pulse glider that Austin was making, that thing, he had it to go 35 miles per hour. That's what he told me. And that thing was a 12-inch tire, a 12-inch wheel.
That makes sense.
Austin knows his shit when it
saying
comes
here. A good electric
That's kind of crazy.
Built like a racehorse jockey. Yeah,
and that was years ago as well.
Now I disagree, CJ. I think the perfect racer, he's gonna be like a fat ass that is gonna be like Jello, and he's gonna know how to control that Jello and sway that Jello, so he can do the curves really good.
You too.
I2S, intro to speed.
He said that stands for intro to speed, Euro.
That is actually really helpful for people getting into racing and shit. Is intro to speed, like the
who is my EUC journey? I think I recognize my EUC journey.
Yeah, that's Euro. You've seen him before.
I know who it is.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been around. Vibes, ride hard is the only way. Like the Mandalorian, it is the way.
You know the vibes.
Hey, what do you always say, Sensei? Ride like you hate it, or what the fuck do you say?
Ride your wheel
like you stole
it. That too.
Ride it like you stole that shit and you're trying to get away from the cops.
5-0.
Yeah, ride it like you're trying to get away from the cops.
Group rides are cool, man. I ride by myself most of the time, but group rides are fun. You
I
just got
like
to be
it.
careful on group
It,
rides,
it
though.
depends the mood. It depends the
I like,
mood, right?
if I'm gonna ride by myself, I need to actually have a destination somewhere where I need to go or want to go or whatever. Like otherwise, I
Nah.
love group
Hey,
rides,
sometimes
but I'm show off.
I'll just fucking get in the wheel and ride, dude. Sometimes it helps me like relax, you know? So
Yeah.
sometimes I don't even have a destination until I start riding. Then I figure out, well, fuck, I'll go this way then. And I go off, you know?
Mhm.
And it helps me relax, you know? Especially when I'm fucked up, dude. It helps me like feel chill.
Yeah.
What's Russell saying?
He said, honestly, if you want people to equal, and skills the only difference, then it would be a net difference in wheel mass versus their mass that sets the class limits.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually, like I
What
said,
like a net weight?
the more racers,
Sorry, like a
bigger the
gross
racers. I
weight,
mean, the
like
bigger the
wheel
racers
and
get, they'll be able to
rider.
divide it up into classes, and whether it's going to be weight, whether it's going to be voltage. But it just the sport has to get bigger.
Yeah.
We got a lot of questions. Thanks, guys.
There's a lot of good wheels too, man. But you know, people are still using the Masters and they're still using the Links for racing. So
Heck yeah,
even though
dude.
they're coming out with a lot of new wheels, people are still using what's out there. People are buying Blitz too. A lot of Blitz.
Yeah, because they're going cheap. Because fucking because the go made them obsolete already.
Yeah.
The dealers have bought them. Oh, this is a new big thing. They bought them. They're on their way, and then there's a new big thing, and then they're like, oh fuck. So they're gonna sell them cheap.
Later, Russell.
Oh, nice. Later,
Yeah,
Russ.
right.
Also,
What do
he
you think?
says today we had Intro to Speed
Oh,
in
show
San
Marvel,
Francisco with
Zach,
Show,
Kevin.
Maribel,
Oh,
Zach, Kevin, and everyone. Oh, that'd be cool.
maybe got some footage.
That would be nice. That would be
Post
cool.
it in the unbiased group because most
Yeah.
of the
And there's like
fucking
so many
fans never
people
have
want to
one.
ride
I'm
with us.
telling you, man.
Like,
I want to get Maribel on here and Zach, dude. I know Zach's down, but Maribel, I want to get to know her, and because her and her brother, they've done a lot for the EUC community,
oh heck yeah!
and like
Mhm.
I really would like to hear them out a little bit of what's happening with all like the racing and what's the new wheels and what's the stuff to wear and gear and what they've been up to and how they see the EUC growing and stuff like that because they're really on top of it, dude. They're big time.
Yeah. No,
Doesn't he
Stan.
work
New
for
Yorkers,
AR or
East
something?
Coast still ride. Stan. New York is. I mean, they still ride. They have their intro to speeds. I know Jersey riders. They have one tomorrow, but New York they still do their intro to speeds and everything. Yeah. I just think with New York, it was more of a street ride. It was more street riding. You know what I mean? They were known for their street riding, but now the racing's coming along really well too.
And you know what needs to happen too, dude? I know you say there's not a lot of fan base, but you know, like I think like what did the high pay on the TF1 race was 1,500 first place or something like that? And I was thinking it was like a few thousand. I think you're the one that told me, right? It's
I
like
think it was
15.
1,500. I'm not
Yeah,
well.
like to me, like I think there needs to be a bigger pot or something, man. Something, man, because these guys are putting their life on the line, you know? Like if you
They'll
see
get
some of
better.
the car races, they're winning thousands and thousands of dollars, dude. Even the amateur racing, you know. So I'm thinking, hopefully, that's in the future too, like bigger pot money for the racers. So then more racers will want
Yeah,
to race, dude.
yes,
I
incentive.
if I was a racer, right,
If it's big enough,
and
there'll
I
be
would,
international coming in
yeah,
for
but
it.
I'm just saying, if I'm a racer and I'm gonna risk my life, and you're like, hey, $10,000 first place. You know, I'm like, you know what? Fuck the wheel. If I shit the wheel, but I win, you know, even if the wheel burns out at the end and I burn the fucking motherboard, it don't matter because I'm getting 10,000. I'll just buy another motherboard. And
Yeah,
that little last little hump, you know, that last little hump, I see people back up, not back up, but not give it the full amount. And I think they could but they're scared they're gonna burn their damn wheel out. And I think they can
Probably
push their
more
wheels a
scared
little
they
bit.
get fucked up.
Yeah, yeah,
They
but
can't
if
give
you know
the
you're gonna
gear
win,
doesn't help you every time.
With
then burn
me,
that shit, you know.
I said that last live stream. If I spend $4 grand on a wheel, I don't want to go there. Your chances of wrecking are it's
Yeah,
high. I mean, you're
it's
racing.
high. It's high.
Yeah, I don't want to dump a four. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't want to dump my $4 grand wheel, then have to pay another $2 grand to get it fixed. I don't like that's my biggest problem with racing.
That's why I like Leaperkin.
I'm not sponsored or anything, so it's like I just don't want to, it
Well,
gets
that's why I'm
expensive.
saying.
So Roger says he sells
You bigger
chargers at 200 to up to 200 to
to
390.
390.
Yeah.
That's a good deal, man. But I wonder what's the difference. Like if I wanted just a fast charger for my master, would it be $200?
Like 600.
Or what's a 390? Because
390,
you know,
fucking hell, that's more than I paid for my fucking patent.
no, but look, hey, listen, look, hey, I think that 390 charger that he's talking about is one of those chargers that can charge every fucking wheel, everything, right, or whatever. And the other one maybe it's not as crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's a higher voltage, lower voltage. Because if you got one for 200, that's kind of interesting. A $200 charger, that's a good deal. Especially even if it's 8 amps.
I'm poor.
Because the Big Go charger they got, Dale, right, that they sell on e-wheels and others, the ones that are like 7, 8 amps or whatever, they're like $300 chargers, dude. Just a charger.
Yeah.
So if you get one for $200, that's probably more worth buying that charger, even if it's not adjustable. I don't even know. I don't know. I'm just speculating, but
it would be.
$200 is a good deal.
No,
yeah. I'm gonna talk to Roger. I'm gonna try to get one for Christmas.
New York will come along with racing. Like I said, they're doing their intro to speeds and everything now. I was at the expo, man. It was good times, man. LA held it down. I mean,
it's good. It's because you know what? EUC Journey. You know what I think it is that us Californians, we have more space to fucking ride. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying New York doesn't, but it's more congested. So their style of riding is more like metropolitan. You know what I mean?
It was more street riding up here.
Yeah. But the Electrify Expo was set up like a racetrack, right?
It was nice.
So that's what I'm saying. If they're talking about that New York didn't do, I think New York has some badass riders.
Yeah, I wouldn't sleep. I wouldn't sleep on. They're going to come along, man. They're getting.
You got Chicago's got some badass riders. Isn't that where Cobra's from? Chicago?
No, Connecticut.
Who's from Chicago?
You have EUC point of views out there.
Yeah. So there's good riders like in Chicago, the East Coast. Then you got the Florida boys, and then you got the San Diego guys. You got the LA guys and the Bay Area guys. We're everywhere, dude. We're all together. We're all one. We're American.
There's a world outside of Queens or Manhattan.
Is there a lot of riders in Australia, Dale?
No, remember Tarzan. Tarzan was traveling all New York. Tarzan.
Let's get Tarzan on here. I'll get him on here if you want. He's a good dude.
Hey, Roger said that rider weight doesn't matter much anymore. Wheels have so much power. Yeah, I agree. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I
to a degree. It's more the wind resistance is more.
I think we do too. CJ.
The extra pressure you can put on with your weight and versus the wind resistance that you get.
Hey, hold on to CJ for a second. You see what he says, Sensei?
Do
you remember what I told you a long time ago, dude?
He's riding.
Yeah. Hey, do you remember what I told you a long time ago, Sensei, about like we need a fucking homeboy fucking unicycle. We need like a hood unicycle with some motherfucking woofers on it, with lights on it, with some chrome rims on it. Why not? It's not gonna be racing. It's gonna be for like bling bling.
Drops down and then comes back up and then
pop. Yeah,
that should be.
Yeah, like when you shut it off, it just goes down.
But it's gonna have
I like that.
It's gonna have a wicked paint job. What?
No, but I think it should have like some cool ass speakers and a chrome rim.
Yeah.
Why not? You could paint the rims, you know.
Well, we're finding out more from manufacturers now than we did before. Before
You know
manufacturers
why
didn't
they
say
don't have
anything.
no? You know why they don't have no manufacturer stand? You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. I know why. Because they're scared to have a face to tell, hey, what the fuck's going on? Hey,
Because
what the
they'll fuck
fuck's
it
going
up.
on, Lee? What's going on, Carl? What's going on? They don't want to. They don't want to have nobody like that. That's why they don't do it, dude. So
plus,
they push
plus
out as
that
much as you
person
can
could
buy
do
it on,
something
and
which
you can
bring
eat,
their company
and
profit.
then they say, thank you for our money, thank you, but we don't care about you. And then we're gonna have some crazy hours and never have nobody that speaks English. And when you call, we're gonna have like some guy you talk to, and it takes you 3 weeks to get one part. It's like that's crazy, dude. Like, imagine Toyota and Honda doing that. That'd be crazy. Nobody'd want to buy those cars, dude. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. They need to start. They need to have.
Yeah.
Remember, I was telling you, Sensei, about having dealerships, like more dealerships, wheel
Mhm.
dealerships. Like they need to invest more in their customer. Like have like a spokesperson be like, yeah, you're right. We're
Because
working on it. You
because
know, we're trying
fucking
to
the
get this
whole
wheel
wheel
going.
dealership thing.
Well,
We
shit.
go to
That's
fuck.
Hey, Jack
We
from
go to
Apex
fucking
is
the
being a bad.
wheel
He's
dealership
doing
thing
really good.
by showing to
yeah.
anyone.
Jack's laying it
What do
out.
you guys
He's
think
out.
about the Apex?
I like the Apex. I hope it does well. I mean, it looks like a really good wheel. I
I
mean, it
like
would
I
suit
like
me
the
fine.
Apex, but I like Jack. You know, his wheel, they're working on it, and he's letting you know we're fucking doing it for you. We're working on it for you.
Up
He's
to
the only
date.
one out of all these guys.
He's being
He's the
completely
only one of all
transparent.
these guys.
Okay, so Roger might understand this, but when Marty
Okay,
had the Apex and
okay.
then
Look, hey, hey,
hang on, let me finish, hang on, wait, let me finish, and the suspension thing fucked up, and then that everyone's like, well, they'd already sent him a replacement because they knew that was an issue in our stock. Had he already received the replacement, and why wasn't it not put on before it was taken out to test ride?
yeah, but this is a new company. This is a new
Yeah,
company,
I
bro.
understand that.
You
I
got to
understand
give
that. But
them a
like,
little
they've
bit of
already
slack.
resolved this problem. I'm not giving them shit. I'm just
Yeah,
saying, like,
but
if they had
look,
already
look,
recognized the
look.
problem and sent Marty a part, why wasn't it on there when Marty took it out for testing?
Maybe
Um, I,
timing. Maybe
Yeah,
timing, bro.
maybe they had
You
rolled up.
know?
That's why I'm asking because Roger will probably know better than anyone because you know
Yeah.
he's in the
But
circle.
the thing is, like, for their first wheel, they banged it out of the ballpark. Even though
it's a
having no
crazy wheel
damn
for the
seat or
first wheel.
handle, which I think they at least ought to have a trolley handle so you could chug it around in the store with you.
Yeah,
Or
Well,
that's
they
weird.
have
Eh?
you
it
know, but
now. They
some
have
people
a
rather have the seat. I don't do
they
seated riding.
well they have a seat and handle combined,
Why
like
can't they
sort of like
do
the
Do they?
both?
X-way. Yeah, there's a mod out
Oh,
there
pretty
for it
cool.
now. Yeah,
Oh, good shit. So
if
there's
you
the
look,
problem
if you
solved.
look, if you look on the channel, he showed how to put it on and everything. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
seat
like
good
and
shit.
handle combined.
screws
Jack,
on and shit.
Jack
Eh?
showed.
Yeah,
No, I
look on
think like
the other notch
Bao
that's on there.
Dao
Yeah,
or something. You know the one that
something.
makes all those aftermarket pads and seats and shit. About back by Dale. I don't know how the fuck
What
that.
was it? EUC crazy?
No, look on
Was it
Jack's channel.
EUC crazy? Have you seen EUC crazy? The guy that
Yeah,
makes the
no.
seats and all that shit.
I was just
It
he
wasn't
makes
him,
seats
was
and
it?
shit.
No, I don't
From
think so.
I
Oh,
think he's from
different EC
Thailand.
crazy. Yeah, yeah. Mate, no, it's like XI something. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce
Okay.
his name.
He said a
Yeah,
two hundred
yeah, they're
dollar
hard to
charger
pronounce. Some
straight,
of them,
just
man.
loud.
But the company's like BAIDAI or something or
And he said,
BDAE. I don't know, but I don't fucking know.
"Hey, you know,
I'll have a look on my patent sheet because it's on the back, but I'll
Mhm.
finish the front first.
hey, you know, before this question, there was a question from EUC Journey, right? And Roger, I see the charger 4170 volt. That sounds badass, dude. I'm gonna have to hit Roger on that. But EUC Journey said something about that manufacturers do have a spokesperson. Well,
It's right
who
here.
is it? Who is
Marty,
it?
Uncle
Who?
Marty.
No, that's not a spokesperson. That's no one that's getting paid by the company that
Yeah,
is affiliated with the company. That's some guy they're giving a wheel, and if he's cool with it, he can have it. I'm not.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure they're not paying the man.
yeah,
Like
no, yeah.
he's not on payroll.
They're not.
We need someone on payroll to talk. You know?
They've just got their salespeople. and they're under pressure to sell a certain amount, so they'll talk shit.
Yeah, it's like I said, they don't want to damage their sales, so they don't want to have no face.
Well,
That's
yeah. Well, if they put a face to it, and that face fucking says something stupid,
exactly.
it reflects on the whole company.
They
Where
got
the way it is, they can pass it off. They can blame anyone they want. You know.
yeah. They just they play that I don't know name.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
We
know.
did
I
not.
don't
We
know.
did not say that. Our company did
Oh,
not say
yeah.
that.
Nah, Stan, you gotta know how to fall when you race, man. You gotta know how
Yeah,
to
prepare
fall.
for
I
the
mean,
slide, not the ride.
even just regular riders, you gotta learn how to fall.
Well, you heard about the dude, right? Like the dude that died, right? But you seen the other dude the other day. The dude died by Sensei's house,
I think it
like
was
by his area.
well, he's
Yeah,
further
he
south.
on
It was
an ESC.
Trenton. It was Trenton, New Jersey, I think.
We'd one in Australia this year as well.
was he wearing gear?
Yeah, but his head hit a
Oh,
fucking pole,
oh
Yeah, I don't
shit.
know. I don't know all
like
the
a wooden
details
post, like
for
a
this
fence
one.
post. Yeah,
Yeah, I believe weight. I mean, me
and
personally, I
he
think
was
weight
a
does make a
capable rider.
difference.
Full
Well,
gear as well.
you know what Austin's doing? I just don't want to let it out to back too much. But he's talking about he's been working on this, like how to teach how to ride a UUC, and he starts with like two things, one in each hand, weights, and then he takes one weight off one hand and then makes one hand heavier and heavier and heavier. And I'm talking about you're riding with this weight. And he says the higher weight you get, like the better. He's talking about some kind of gyroscopic effect, like a wheel spinning this way. You know, he gets into his brain, but he's doing some kind of like how to do videos, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're gonna be really like he said. I'm gonna like dub them out and edit the shit out of them. So they're gonna be
Remember
some
that
really good videos.
I had that run rider, Daniel, and he was riding with the weights. I don't know if you remember him. He had the weights and stuff he would ride with. Yeah. The
Yeah,
dumbbells.
I like riding with a backpack on.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a heavy backpack strapped tight. It helps me brake quicker.
This is
I
let me just
just
say
carry a
something with
heavy
this. Let
backpack.
me just say something with this question right here. This is why I question weight. If you had two unicycle riders on the same exact wheel, same skill, one weighed 200 pounds and the other weighed 130 pounds, and they accelerated that wheel, the person on who weighs 130 pounds, I believe, is going to run off and leave that person eventually in a straight line.
Yeah.
Well,
That's even
EUC Journey,
that's even with cars.
EUC Journey is saying riders' weight make no difference. That makes no sense. I don't agree with that. So you're telling me
I
a
don't.
300-pound fucking guy, if I throw him on a fucking unicycle to a 100-pound guy, that makes no difference? Let's be honest. There is a
'Cause
difference. Maybe
even if
there's
he
not a difference between 60 pounds, but there is a difference. So
You
a
get
100-pound guy,
you get better acceleration and braking if you're heavier, but
yeah.
wind is a huge factor. Like I've rode a wheel with a 60-kilometer range for 14 kilometers with a bad headwind, and I got there and it was almost empty. Like wind can make a massive difference, and being a
Oh,
big
wind can knock you on your
you'll
ass if
find
you're not careful.
like you might have that you might get that extra from braking and accelerating, but like just that wind resistance, that's going to slow you the fuck down, and you're really
remember,
going to have to work 3 times as hard to get you through there.
and again, it depends.
Yeah.
It depends on what type of racing. Heavier you are, the more power, the more battery it's going to take.
If you're heavy and thin, oh, dude, you got it all. Because that wind's going to cruise past you, and you're going to have to wait to push in. But if
And
you're
like,
big,
and he's
you're
saying
struggling.
rider's weight makes no difference. Rider's weight makes no difference. Is that with 100% on the battery? Is that on the start off on the get go? Because now, like you said, a heavier rider is going to kill the battery quicker. So, is that like a 5-lap race? Is it make no difference if I weigh 250 to a 120-pound guy? You're going to tell me I'm not going to kill the battery quicker than a 120-pound, half my weight? You're telling me it makes no difference? I think there is a difference, but it's such a small difference. If you go like from 120 to 180, maybe 170, there's probably not a lot of difference. If you're at full charge, it's probably not a lot of difference. But there's the small.
I still,
There's got to be a small.
I don't know.
It's
I
just
would
like
say
a
weight
car.
makes a difference. I mean, that
It
goes
has
in
to.
even if you look at most motorsports, from motorcycle racing to auto racing, even bicycling, cyclists, they try to
Marty
shave grams off
had
the
a
car,
new
man.
one. He was lazy, didn't install it.
That's that
What
what
did
I
Marty
asked him
install?
earlier about that thing on the Apex. You know how it broke, the teeth broke in it, and then they said that.
Oh,
So he was saying Marty had the new ones, but he didn't install them. So that's why when they took it out, it fucked up because Marty, although they'd already sent it, Marty didn't install it before he took it out.
I love Marty. I love Marty.
Marty gave them
He's a good guy.
unnecessary bad press because a lot of people were like,
Exactly. That that all I'm saying is, look, I love Marty, but I think before he did his videos, he should have checked that, maybe fixed it, maybe
oh,
called these
if
guys like, hey,
they
this
send
shit's
you a
fucking
file
up.
saying you've got
I
to
don't want
sort
to
this
do a
out,
video,
that's
and it just looks
not good.
it looks bad on you
You
guys
should have done that
because he
first.
just released it. You know, he just released his video. You know, and most of it kind of sounded negative, but
Oh,
to me,
I
thinking
wouldn't say
it's a
that.
brand new wheel. It's a brand new wheel, man. Give
I
them a little
wouldn't.
bit of a break. They're
Yeah, I
off
wouldn't
to a
take it
little
as
bit of a
being
rocky
negative.
start, but they should be good soon. They
Yeah, I
should be
wouldn't take
great.
it as. I mean, it's a brand new company, brand
Yeah,
new wheel,
yeah,
and it's going to have a couple hiccups. And I think,
yeah,
but they're
yeah.
doing great.
yeah.
But overall, man, I think they're doing an excellent job.
They've come so far though, and the thing is, like 10 years ago when I started, like the wheels were like 14 inch and they were like 350 watt and
They
like
were toys.
132 watt hour, and like they've come so far, and they've still got a long way to
TJ.
go. And there's a saying that I kind of can relate to this is it's like they say that when you're growing up, you don't realize that you're also watching your parents grow up. And
No, no,
we're watching these companies, but
that's not what I'm saying, Roger.
they're evolving as companies as well, and they're getting to the point like they're learning at the moment. Like they can't just be perfect straight away. Like they're learning at every step, and they're growing up. Yeah.
Well, look, hey, look
But
what
some
Roger's
people
saying,
will
right?
go, "Those should be perfect." You know,
So
which person is perfect?
Roger's saying, I'd rather listen to someone that's on payroll to tell me what's wheels good. That's not what I meant. What I'm
He
saying
said
is
that's.
there
He
needs
said
to be
not on payroll.
an accountability person.
Yeah.
Somebody like Dale said, they're not going to do it because then if you see a face, it could fucking screw their whole company up, right? If they say the wrong thing. What I'm talking about is having an emotion employee say, hey, blah, 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 or a Bigot employee say, hey, this is what's out. This is our new wheel. It's this performance. It's this fast. Please don't do this shit on it. Please be careful. There's
Something
nobody fucking
official.
doing that.
Something
That's what
official.
I'm talking about,
You can
Roger. Not a fucking spokesman about the performance of the vehicle. I'm talking about a company guy talking about this is our wheel. This is the name of it. This and somebody that speaks English, sorry to say, but for real, most of us writers in the US we speak English. So you're selling to us,
in the
I would
world.
think you it's like sending us a Chinese commercial to sell a Asian car. Like I can't understand Chinese. I mean, it looks cool as hell. Maybe I'll buy one. But if you spoke English and you were telling me, hey, this is what our wheel is, this is how it is, this is the performance, this is what we're gonna do, this is what you can do, this is what you can't do, then we know. But there's nobody saying that. Or hey, stop, guess we just sent this
Something
shit out.
official.
We need a firmware update.
So you can never go, oh, this, but then you can check with the official place.
Like look at the firmware up there on the Bigot that they just had a few months ago. Do you guys remember the firmware on Bigot? Remember that one? Sensei,
What
when
you
I
talking
first
about for
got my master?
the links?
And
You
they
talking
said
about? Or,
if you
I'm
don't
sorry for
fucking
the. I'm sorry. I'm thinking you said go. My fault. Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. But you remember what they were talking about, that firmware where if you don't upgrade your firmware by so and so date, your wheel's gonna take a shit. It
Oh, I
could
had to
have
do
a
that on my
cutout.
T4. I had to do it on
Do
my
you
T4
remember?
Pro.
Like
Yeah.
how come Alien Rights had to do it? Like other companies had to do it. How come the actual manufacturer didn't come out on fucking Facebook, on YouTube? Like, hey guys, we fucked up. Guess
So
what? You need a firmware update.
so
This shit is
basically, what you're saying,
not our fault.
you
But
want the
nobody's
companies to
saying that.
be. You want the companies
Back
to
in
be
the old
more.
days, Gotways, you couldn't update the firmware. They had to send you a new board. Like Kingsong and InMotion, you could update firmware, but Gotway you couldn't. And every time they had a bad first batch, and they had a shitty firmware, they had to send out a new control board to everyone. I was like, why
Yeah,
don't they just why don't they
So
just
you
do
just want
this?
them to be more
And then
they
you
should
could
outspoken.
keep
fix
doing
it.
that. They should
And they
keep
do
doing
that
that.
now, but yeah.
Yeah,
Back in the old day, you couldn't upgrade firmware. You'd have to get a whole new control board. It was crazy.
yeah, yeah.
But
So basically, what you're saying is you want the companies to be more outspoken, and
Yeah.
more
I
upfront
think
with
I
what they're
think
selling with their
everybody
products.
wants them to be more about the consumer, man. They need to be more about the consumer, a little bit more, because they need to protect. They're gonna lose the own. There's not a lot of people that ride unicycles. How many people have you met when you tell them, "Hey, do you want to try it?" And they're like, "Hell no." Most people say that, right?
The majority of people.
Okay, so why lose the good customers by not keeping them happy? That's all I'm saying. Like, like I don't even want to buy King song, but look what Dale's saying. Oh, they're fucking whatever they say. They've. I'm not gonna trust King song. In motion, I had a few in motion. I'm good. The only two that I think, well, three would be Extreme Bull, Begode, and Leaper Kim. That's it. I wouldn't right now. That I mean, not and all props to the Apex, but I'm not buying a wheel at the beginning. Unless I have a lot of money, I would buy it to collect it to say, oh, I have the original one, the OG, the one that started it all. But I ain't got a lot of money. So if I'm buying a wheel, I'm buying something that I'm following the crowd a little bit on that one. It's like, I know it's reliable. Well, then I'm going to go with Leaper Kim. I want performance. Well, I'm going with Begode. Maybe Extreme Bull. But that's about it. I'm not fucking with Emotion or King Song with it. And they all need to have a spokesperson from their company. They do. They need to have some kind of people saying, hey, you know what? This is what we're going to do next with the wheel. Here's the firmware we're going to do. If you have any problems, please call us. We have a 1-800 call line. It's full English. We'll take care of you. I mean, when I tell Mexican people where I live how much these things cost, just think about it. I live in Mexico, right? I'm an American citizen. But when I tell them, hey, it's $4,000, they're like, oh my God, that's like a car. That's like a car. So just think about it. So we've got like mini cars, right? Why not give us a little bit of mini help? Shit, like give us a little bit, just a little bit. That's all I'm asking. A little bit.
I don't know. I don't know. I still have my doubts about weight. I do. I mean, if you look at, for me anyway, you look at any sport from wrestling, boxing, weight makes a difference. If you look at even cyclists, they do stuff to cut grams of weight off the bike, lighter pedals, lighter handlebars, carbon frames. The weight makes a difference. Makes a difference.
Yeah, but the weight of the rider, like you go, this was 2 kilograms or 2 pounds lighter. I don't know what a pound is, but like 2 kilograms lighter. But then you could weigh like 10 kilograms more, and that wheel still to carry that mass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what Austin was saying?
Give a couple of kilograms off yourself, and you make the exact same difference. The only time weight really matters to me, the only time weight really matters is if you have to lift it into a car.
Say it again.
The only time the weight really matters is if you have to lift it into a car. Because I'm heavy. I'm like 94 kilos, which
dude,
is like
you're about my weight. Hey, what's your height though? What's your height?
173 centimeters. I think that's like 5'8", 5'9".
So me and you are about the same size, dude. I'm a little taller than you. We're about the same weight. Yeah, I'm about 5'11".
Yeah.
And I weigh about the same, about 90 kilos to 85 kilos, around there. 80 kilos or something, whatever.
Well, I'm 94 kilos. Yeah.
I fluctuate depending on how much I freaking eat.
And I also think too that it depends on what type of racing you're doing. Like if you're doing off-road, you don't want a big 110-pound wheel. You're not going to be racing off-road with a master.
Roger, see what Roger says. See now, check this out, Roger. What do you think about if they made a 24-inch wheel, man, with suspension, shit, maybe even 26, but I say at least 24-inch with suspension. Do you think that would make a difference to a 16x3 wheel? And how much difference? I think there's a huge difference there. Because when I went from a 16x3 to a 20, I seen the difference. So, I mean, I'm thinking a 24-inch tire might be the future. What do you guys think?
I'm not that into racing. I like more like an X Games sort of thing, like skate park shit and like tricks and like
Yeah.
cool skills and shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm not that big into racing.
Well, Sensei's starting to like that little off-roading shit over there he did with Black Panther. He started getting the trills right there.
With Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Black Cobra.
Oh my goodness, man! You guys are freaking right.
I got better shit than you, Dale.
Black Panther.
You guys are crazy. Man.
I watched it the other day.
He's a Marvel, but
no,
hey,
that's how I see it.
no, I'm talking about Black Cobra, man. Come on, you all know what the fuck I'm talking about. I smoke a lot of weed, man. Hey, I'm talking about the Black Cobra thing, man. The Black Cobra thing.
I love his event, man.
Owen.
Yeah, see? So that's in your future right there, you know? Like me, I like circuit, high-speed racing. So it depends, like you said, the rider you are, what you pick. But I think weight makes a big difference what you pick, man. Dude, they wanted that 250-pound big boy. He's bigger than me. He's talking about getting a Falcon? Oh, my God. Hey, man, you better get two Falcons. You better get two Falcons, one for each shoe, man.
Yeah, he'll cut the Falcon out.
Well, you know, you got to get yourself a good wheel for your size, man. 250, even if you're going 20 miles per hour, I would at least get a T4 Pro, at least.
Yeah, at least. Stan says, I agree, especially with hiking up the prices. It's the least companies could do and give us updates. Yeah.
I just think the goat should slow the fuck down and let people enjoy their new wheels before they update them.
I do agree with that.
They need to chill out on making at least one. Hey, give it a couple months break before you make one.
You know, the amount of effort they spend to make 5 in like a short period of time, like if they put that same effort into making 1, it'll be wicked. Sorry, wicked's Australian for awesome.
Hey, have a good night, Roger. Thanks, buddy.
I don't know.
Hey, good night, Roger.
Have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Roger's out.
Send me one of them charges and I'll tell everyone how good it is.
Yeah, send
him a free charge. Send me one too.
Send one of those blitzes over.
Come on, man. You're the VIP, man.
PJ wants to send me one, but I thought I'll let you go first.
No, I'm gonna hit up Roger on that charger for sure, though. He said $200, man. I'm gonna see what I can do.
I was gonna buy another one, and then I'll let him go.
Once I get a higher voltage wheel, I'll get one of his chargers.
Stan's laughing at me. Fuck you, Stan. Black man. Too much. I'm sorry, Black Cobra. I didn't mean nothing of that shit, man. You know, I be smoking, man. That's all it was, man. And I watch a lot of motherfucking X-Men movies. So I'm sorry.
We all do. Oh my goodness, man! This.
What is CJ saying? What's that little CJ? High five.
Is he waving high five or goodbye? Is he telling us bye again?
Nah, CJ is just come and goes, man. He's like in waves right now.
You talk about my boy? You talk about my boy calling him Black Panther?
There's nothing like it.
It would be cool.
I gotta put my limited shit back on.
Hey! I might have just started something, man. You know, hey, some kid might call himself that. You never know. You know, shit. I call myself Green Master Mike, man. You know what I mean? Everybody's got their name.
Maybe Black Cobra should get the Panther.
He might.
And he can call it Black Panther.
Because you know he always says the big boy.
Maybe get like a rap on it with the Black Panther.
That would be cool.
Hey, you know what I found out about that Black Panther movie? That actor died, man?
Yeah.
Well,
that's what. Yeah.
That's fucked up. He was young as fuck, man. That was a good movie.
Of cancer, man.
Damn, he was young like us, man. Younger than us, I think.
He's younger than we were. Definitely younger than
Damn.
me.
Yeah, he had a bright future.
How old are you guys? We're all old, aren't we? How old are you?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Green Master
I'm
Mike consuming
52.
too much of that Panther.
sorry, how old?
I'm 52.
That sticky Panther, man. He got that sticky feet.
I thought you were like
Sticky
my age.
footed Panther.
I'm 42.
42. Yeah, I got.
Oh, you're young,
How old are
man.
you,
You're
Mike?
young, bro.
You guys still
you
drinking
can't
Similac.
keep these beautiful looks if you get too old.
Well, hey, you know how old Sensei is, right? He's like, what did you say, 65, Sensei?
52.
70.
Nah, he's like, what, 52?
52. Yeah.
He looks young, man. Me, I'm 47. I'll be 48 in a few days.
Yeah, dude, it's cold, CJ. It's freaking cold up this way.
You know, they say you're only as old as the one you feel.
Yeah.
And I don't mind
Exactly.
going for a drink down the over 50s club. I'm joking. Where am I? Nah.
What's CJ saying? It was cold tonight, but went riding in my neighborhood on the Lynx. Perfect little machine.
Oh, I think the Lynx will be perfect for me, dude. I don't
Hey,
need.
CJ got a bunch of wheels, huh? How many wheels you got right now, CJ? Like 10?
Fucking hell.
And he's picking the Lynx. See? That's what I'm saying, man. People like them Leaperkin wheels, man.
Thanks, bro. My birthday is around the corner. It's next month.
Oh, we got group rides here where there's like 10 people and 6 of them are on Lynxes.
What's your birthday, Sensei?
In January.
January what?
Oh, it's coming up.
January 28th.
Oh, man, we're exactly like a month apart. I'm December 27th. You're January 28th, man. You're like 30 days.
Both got birthdays.
Yeah, CJ got 12 wheels, man.
He got 12 wheels.
Hell, CJ, that's crazy.
And do you ride all 12 fucking wheels, CJ?
All up in 10 years.
He did.
Hey, CJ, do you
now? Maybe more than that.
Is there a reason you have 12 wheels? Like, do those 12 wheels, do you ride them one every single day difference, or do you ride one for 1 week, or do you just have them to collect, or what, man? 12 wheels, man. It's like Marty got like 17 wheels or some crazy shit too.
Yeah,
Marty?
Yeah, give one away.
Yeah, I don't think you need more than 3, bro.
Find someone that can't afford one that would really benefit from one and give it away.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I've given away more wheels than I've sold, and I've had 3 sold.
Raffle one off. I'm thinking I might do that before the channel. I might raffle one.
I've given a scooter and a wheel away.
I was thinking about raffling off the Patton S. Once I've
there you go.
Put 2,000 Ks on it.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Somebody will get it.
But it's pickup only. I'm not shipping it. You have to come pick it up.
What are you gonna sell, the RS?
Oh no, the RS is staying, dude. That wheel is.
So you're in the USA, so you could do that, and you know.
What are you thinking of selling? What are you thinking of selling?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe the 20, the EX20, maybe.
That's 20.
What you ought to do is put a raffle, man. You could probably do something like that.
That's what I said.
Sell like $20 a ticket. You know, put it up. Say 200 fucking tickets up for sale. $20 a ticket. You make your money right there, man. And you could use that money and buy another wheel.
That's not full grand.
Idea.
If I did the math right.
Oh, I didn't hear anything else about the E25.
Fuck the emotion E25.
Anything that starts with E20 triggers me.
The V18, so I don't know what's going. V18 was supposed to be out.
What's the E25? Is that a tri-wheel?
July.
You know what I'd like to do to one of those E25s, bro? I'd like to take one of those out to the gun range and just shoot it all up.
What's an E25?
Yeah, exactly, right? It's a two-wheel fucking unicycle that's a piece of crap.
The E20.
It's supposed to be the smallest suspension wheel, smaller than the Falcon.
Oh, so it's a new E20 with the E25.
Okay, so the E25 is the suspension one.
Wow.
The E20 is the one I hate. The two-wheel one.
I hate the E20. I think it's
that thing is stupid.
If you can't ride a normal unicycle,
you shouldn't even get one.
Don't make us look like fucking nerds. It's not for everyone. If you can't do it,
thing is the E25.
Get
I don't
a
know about
scooter.
that though.
No, that sounds
I don't
horrible.
know.
But
I,
fuck 'em.
I don't know about the E25. I really don't.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't.
Stan, it
So
would
the
just.
suspension E20. That's hilarious.
I mean, you can pretty much go on and piece together a wheel right off AliExpress. I mean, you can buy all the parts, or you can buy all the parts from a manufacturer and piece together a wheel. But it depends on what you're going to get, though. You know, the size of the wheel, battery size, and all that other type of stuff. So
Yeah.
it depends on what you're going to put on it, how you're going to trim it out. But you can make one yourself. It's just, do you want to go through all that trouble, though?
Where you think they should have like a parts dealer where you can just buy all the parts. Like,
Make
I want
make.
this motor. I want these stanchions.
I'm surprised no one's done an EUC
Blah
kit.
blah blah. Yeah, well, I've been saying that for years. Like, one
Sell
day
a kit.
they'll, yeah. Or you can be like, I want that motor, that one, that way. But back then they used to have casings, like plastic casings. So I'm like, oh, you'd have to pick a casing where you could do that. But now with the new setups, you just have to buy the right suspension, which will fit the batteries you chose and the size of the wheel you
Have a good
chose.
night, brother. Thanks for stopping
But
by.
it can be done. How do you spell it? Is it lake?
Good night, laddie. Good night, laddie cakes.
Lake.
Is it lake?
I think that's how you say lake.
No,
Lake.
he's saying lads.
Yeah, like,
He's Irish, man. You know I'm Irish,
That's okay.
right?
You got a cool picture. Not very.
You know what you guys call a female lad? You guys know what you call a female lad?
And tell me how to say it properly.
What's that mean? You see,
A female lad. You guys know what a female lad is?
No.
Lad.
Yeah, like like Irish people say, "Hey, lad, how you doing, laddie?"
Lad. Oh, lassie.
Yeah.
A lassie, man. And they actually had a fucking dog named Lassie. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, there was a TV show, that dog Lassie. It was kind of like
Yeah,
Skippy.
so the laddie kicks is going to sleep.
Yeah, Sam's still around, Stan. He owns iRides up in the Bronx.
Hey,
What's Stan on?
Sam Pacheco. Yeah, that
isn't that
Sam. Sam's a good dude, man. He's worked
isn't
on a few
Sam
of my
the guy
wheels.
that sells unicycles, Sensei?
Yeah, iRides.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, holler out to him. He seems like a cool dude.
Oh, Sam's real cool, man. He worked on a few of my wheels.
Has he ever worked on any of your wheels?
Yeah. He put the he worked on my RS. He worked on my my Tesla. He rebuilt my Tesla after it was in that when I got hit. He rebuilt it. Yeah.
So he's good.
He's good. He knows the stuff. Good rider too. Phenomenal rider too.
Good shit.
If
Hey,
you
now,
look
hey,
on
you know,
the-
CJ was talking to. You seen
you
what
look on
CJ
the-
said, right? That he just grabs a wheel. He doesn't really charge. He just grabs another one and goes. Hey, CJ, man, you better keep those wheels charged. Hey, I didn't charge that V10 right, and after I didn't do that because I was just like, fuck it, I'll just grab another wheel. I went to charge it. It wouldn't charge more than 50%. So
Yeah,
hey,
charge up
you better be careful with them batteries, man. They do start getting weak. Have you had that problem, Dale? Like
No,
if you didn't charge the wheel?
I ride way too much.
No, I'm talking about you always keep your wheel charged.
2 wheels at a time. Like,
No, I'm talking about have you ever let a wheel not that you haven't used
Nah, I don't.
go dead?
I use it too often, and then when I get a new one, I like to have a spare. But generally, I get another new one, and then I'll give that one away. Or I've sold like 3 of them out of 14 for like yeah, I usually and like a few of them been destroyed. But like usually,
Dale, that
So what do you got right now?
Huh?
Hey,
Just the S and the links.
for you, bro.
I got the Pattern S, the Lynx, the 16X, and the T4. But I just gave my T4 to my best mate because I lent it to some dude in Perth, and the condition was if he broke it, he had to pay for the repairs, and that was like 6 months ago, and he hasn't paid for shit. So my T4 is a write-off basically. But I gave it to my mate, and it's going to cost him like $600 Australian, so like 400 US to get it going again. But that's a lot cheaper than him having to buy a whole new wheel. So I gave that to him. And my 16X is with another mate who I left it with, I don't know, like a year and a half ago. And I'm not going to take it away from him. So that's basically his now as well. So just basically, yeah, just the 2. Just the patent S and the links.
So
But
those are your
I
go-to
travel
wheels.
a lot, and it's harder to travel with 2 wheels.
But what made you get this patent S, man? Because to me, it's so similar to the fucking links. I mean,
What made me get it? It was probably the
Yeah.
message from Leafy Kim saying they want to give me one if I pay the shipping.
Oh, so it didn't cost you shit, really?
It cost me $380 US for the shipping, air
That's
shipping.
it.
That's a
Jeez,
free wheel.
That's a free will. Lubricant
Well, the
coming over
goat gave me
over
3
this way.
wheels and a 360 camera.
What?
Yeah, I mean it's a 360, but goat gave it to me.
You're always
I
getting hooked up,
only
dude.
used the camera Bigot gave me to film my Lieber Kim review because I know how much they love each other.
Yeah.
The patent is
Yeah.
wider than the lens. The patent is more like the Sherman L. Okay.
I'm just going to do what I do, you know. I'm just be honest about shit. I don't give a fuck if people like what I'm saying. They don't have to pay attention, you know. I'm not going to bullshit anyone.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I
So,
ride the way I ride. I like what I like, and
Yeah.
they don't give me any wheels, Stan.
well, I mean, if that was the if you had the money though, and you had to pay out of pocket for one of your Leaper Kim wheels, would have you gotten the patent or the L, Dale?
Sorry.
Would
Well,
if you had the money, would have you gotten the patent S or the L? If you had the money, if you had the money.
Realistically, I probably would have just got a Roger charger or a Pigeon charger because the links are so fucking good. Like, I understand
You're happy with it.
that the L would be good to have the extra range, but the links, like as a well-rounded all-over wheel, it's just fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And like, I wouldn't spend the money to get the L because I have the links because basically it's the same thing in a larger package with more range, but with one of them fast chargers, you can do 60 miles and then charge in an hour and a half and then do 60 miles. You know what I mean?
So you'd be good with the links.
You know, as long as you've got somewhere to charge in that 60 miles, you're good. Like there would be certain circumstances because I ride a lot and I do big rides. Like there would be certain circumstances where it'd be handy to be able to do a longer distance and then recharge in like 2 hours or whatever it takes with the big battery. But like, I couldn't warrant getting that when I've already got the links. Like, unless I sold the links and got a deal on the L, like, so I was basically just trading it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way. Like, there's no wheel that I'd rather have over the links at the moment. But
Look at that.
I am getting used to the pattern, and it is pretty nice. But I think that would be my spare wheel. And or like go do some fun little jumps kind of wheel, you know. But
okay, yeah. Here's a question, Dale. You're a beat Leaper Kim guy, right? But is there anything?
I am now.
Is there anything out there that if you had money and you could buy that interests you at all?
I really like the 14D. The InMotion
You are
14D.
not the only person.
I
that
really
said
like
that
wheel. That was like the T4 on steroids. And
the V14,
and that's basically my dream wheel back like because I've done like 28,000 Ks on the 16X, but like when I got to ride the demo V12, I was like, this is really good. If they had this in a suspension wheel, that would be like my dream wheel, and that's kind of what the V14
They need
is.
to listen to that stuff.
But like
they need to listen, and they don't listen all the time.
It's like I honestly couldn't say if I would prefer the V14 or the Patent S, but they're both fucking wicked. I would enjoy either one, and that's the thing when you're buying a wheel. Usually, you're gonna enjoy the wheel you get. You know, most of the time, you're gonna enjoy the wheel you get, so it doesn't really matter.
That's a fact.
If you go this one or that one, because you'll adjust to it and then you'll enjoy it.
That's a fact.
But
okay, I have something to say.
I can't really give a full comprehensive response on that one.
Okay, listen up, guys. So, Stan, this is for you and this is for anyone else listening. I think I'm right, but you can go to the site and you can check it out. This will answer your question right here. It says, why doesn't eWills participate in Black Friday sales? Right now, I
The
believe
prices
eWills,
are so low.
but listen to this. I believe eWills has another site. Okay. I believe it's called
Oh, secondary site.
electricunicyclecommunities.com. It's up and it's running. It's up and it's running, and they have some really good deals on the site. It's
Hey,
called
you
hold on.
can't pop it up on your screen, huh? At all, huh?
Hold on a second. Let me see. Let me see.
In Australia, there's like e-riders is where you go, but there's a company called eUni, and
I don't
they
know
had
if I
another website. It's
can.
exactly the same company, but one of them they sell at low prices to compete with e-riders, and the other one they just sell at normal high prices.
And the
And they're
cheap one
running
has
both
no warranty,
because
right?
some people no look it's exactly the same, but some people will go to the website and go, oh, that's how much it costs, and people like to brag about how much they spent on shit. So they will go to this website, they go, oh, that's expensive, but I want it, and they'll get it, and they'll tell everyone how much it costs them, but they could have got the same thing from the
I don't.
same person for like a grand less, and they're idiots. But this company in Australia did it. Like they had two companies running with the same company, same products, different name,
I'm not going to be
same
able to.
product, and they fucking sold the wheels at different prices. One to be competitive, and one to just fucking get the stupid people.
Yeah, I'm
And
not going to be able to. I'm not
you
going to be able to
can't do
share
it,
my screen.
Sensei.
I can't. I can't share my
Hey,
screen.
and you would said it's called what? Electric what?
It's called electricunicyclescommunity.com. And I believe if you look at it, it has the eWheels. It looks like an eWheels site and it has the eWheels watermarks, but the prices are crazy. I
Hey,
mean,
would you say that
They might
V11
have
Y was?
they had a
they might have just
V11.
stole their sample pictures from eWheels though.
I don't I don't know. Like I said, I tell people go check out the site, go look at it, but I believe it is. I could be wrong, but it looks like it has the eWheels watermarks and stuff on it.
They
Maybe if
might have just stole them pictures from eWheels.
this is what I'm gonna say. If you go
Yeah.
on the site, look at it, maybe take and put the site on one of the forums and ask people if it's legit, you know, to find out
Yeah.
if it's that's what I would do. But take a look at it. I don't know. I don't know. But look at it first to make sure it's legit.
Yeah,
I
because
I stum I stumbled
what you say
across
the
it.
S16 was like 650?
No, S6 the V11Y they had on it was $750. They had the Mini Pro, Commander Mini Pro for $2,100. They had a 16X for I think it was like $1,000, I believe.
No,
They
the S16. Remember?
the
If I
X6
was in if
oh
I was
the
in America,
S16 Pro
I'll
they
be
had
looking
one
at
for $800.
next gen mobility with James Van Crofton. He runs it. Like
Yeah,
they do good deals, and
he's got good deals.
he's a solid deal. He's a solid dude as well. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah,
they've probably got the best prices in America next gen. Like,
they're good.
and they're legit
That's
as
James,
well.
right?
And they're
James.
James Van Crofton. But
Well, you
they're actually legit. Like, and if there's any issues, he'll look after you. You know. But
yeah,
then
well,
you got eWheels getting exclusive on certain ones, and then when the code bring out something else, they're like, "Fuck!" So now they're trying to eWheels are trying to sell it through these other dealers as well now. But it's like it's pretty funny.
So
well,
yeah, double check it. Like I said, you can post a site up in a forum to find out if it's legit or not. I don't know. I stumbled across it. I don't know.
you know what? I'm gonna email Jason and ask him about it because
Mhm.
I'm a big eWheels guy, so I've always bought everything from eWheels, and they give all Rebel riders discounts too. So
Jason's a
um,
very clever businessman.
I'm just gonna find out if that's a side thing from him or not, or what if it's not, dude. We need to find out because if it's a bogus place, that's all bad. but
Well,
if it is, then it is.
for
If
him,
it
it's
is,
bad
then
because they're using
I
the
might
pictures.
use it to buy something that I like that V12. I might buy another one, and I already got one.
I'm
I'll
trying to
buy
think.
another one,
Yeah, I
and if I
can't.
need parts, I could take parts off.
I'm not. Yeah, I can't share
And
my.
need parts, just get parts or fucking get a
Yeah, I
new
mean
wheel.
those V12s. How much was the V12?
Oh well, in motion Black Friday sale.
They
What was
were
it
nine ninety
$1,000?
nine for the
No,
most.
no, but
$1,000?
on that website, you don't remember,
I think
Sensei?
13. I think 1,300. I think.
It wasn't 1,000 or nothing like that.
No. I think it was 1,300. The 16X was 1,000. They had an
Yeah, with
18
In Motion had the Black Friday. They had it for $999.
$999. Yeah. They had
I
the
should have got it
V13
then.
Pro. They had the V13 Pro with emotion for $2,000.
That's the that's the only thing I really like about the Motion is the V12 is the speakers and the lights and all that. But it's between that and the V14 that I like in Motion. V11's cool, but it's not for me. But if I bought anything from them, it would be the V14 and V12.
V12 is not. I like the V12. I've ridden that.
And the
I actually had it
V14,
for a
it's a
little bit.
monster.
V4. I didn't get a chance to ride the V14.
Tiny wheel for big man. Hey, you know what tiny wheel for big man reminds me of, CJ? Do you remember Chris Farley, where it's like big guy in a little coat? Remember that?
I remember that he ripped the coat.
Yeah. So like, yeah, tiny wheel for a big old man. That's crazy. That guy that I don't know who the hell it was who was talking about the 250, the wheel. He should really look at getting a master. If he doesn't want to spend a lot of money, the master you could get it for 2,000.
Yeah.
And it's good enough for a 250-pound rider. I mean, I'm like 180, 190, and I ride fine with it.
Yeah, I'm like
I wouldn't get a Falcon.
I'm 180 right now, I believe.
Yeah, would you get a Falcon?
Huh?
Would you get a Falcon as your first wheel if money was no option and your size? Does it even sounds right to get a Falcon?
I would get the chicken.
Just getting into it, that one's too much.
I would get the chicken. That's the upgraded version of the Falcon.
The chicken.
The chicken. Yeah, get a chicken hawk, more like it.
The chicken hawk. Yeah, that's a hawk.
The foghorn leghorn.
The foghorn leghorn.
Well, I say.
I'll tell you. I think that they need to come up with a little more cooler names too, man. All these animals and shit are too much.
Oh, you guys are a trip, man.
Like these animal names are a little crazy, aren't they? The panther, the falcon.
They go on, everything's.
They got to make the grizzly, guys. They got to make the grizzly.
Well, the grizzly's
a new one.
They're gonna have the grizzly, the hippo.
Do you think Orbson can sell? The Begode Pleasurer.
They're gonna come out with the hippo next. It's gonna be like a 6,000 watt-hour wheel.
Questionable.
Hey, CJ says he's a fat ass.
Don't say that. Come on, CJ. Nah, brother.
Hey, CJ. If you're a big guy, would you ever get a friggin' Falcon as your fucking first wheel?
Well, dude, I
learned how you fat ass. The picture looks like Alex Davidson.
Falcon as your first wheel.
Dude, I learned on the M10 III. That was my first wheel. But that was how many years ago?
How long did how long did you keep going with that M10 III? It wasn't long and you upgraded, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, two months.
Yeah, exactly. So like if I could go back in time, I wouldn't have started off with little fucking wheels. I would have started with something a little bit bigger. Because I went through a lot of little wheels. I went through the 9-bot1, the V5, the V8, and the V10.
But dude, you have to look back then. It wasn't that many wheels out though, so you really didn't have that mass variety like you have now.
But now there is. That's why I'm saying the Falcon.
If you go back in time, you still have the same choices.
The friggin' Falcon. Got an M10 III. That M10 III. I bet you look crazy on that, man. You're a big dude. You're talking about you're riding an M10 III. And you're talking about the big man and a little wheel.
I tell you what this is legit. When the M10 came out, there was a rider that took that wheel up to 33 miles an hour.
And how much did he weigh?
It was a woman. If the videos,
you
remember V? Dale, you remember V?
Oh, V, yeah.
Yeah, she took that thing up to 33
miles an hour.
Is she still around?
The video's still up there. I haven't seen much from her lately.
Yeah, I don't think she posts anymore. I see her.
She was a dope rider back in the day.
She was
one of the fast women. Like, is she racing or whatever?
I haven't seen her ride in a while. I haven't seen her post a video, but she's fun. She's a phenomenal rider.
Yeah, dude. She's like one of the fastest women
Mhm.
riders in the world.
Yeah. I think the last video that I saw that she had posted was the V13 when
Vanessa.
yeah, Vanessa, yep.
Yeah.
Phenomenal rider.
So
Yeah,
she
no,
was
she's
a
great.
small woman. This
Mhm.
V lady is a small woman.
Yeah, but still taking a M103 up to 33 miles an hour. I don't care if you're small or not. That I had that wheel. That wheel's sketchy, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. We taught my ex-girlfriend's 3-year-old how to ride on an M10
Yeah.
I'm telling her to fucking set the tilt back. She's like, "Oh, he'll be alright." I'm like, "You don't know." Like, she's like, "Meow."
Yeah, that little thing was quick, man. That
Yeah.
little thing was quick. It had an 800 watt hour motor in it. 800
My
watt
my
motor, I'm
mate in
sorry.
Queensland, he taught his son how to ride at 3, and by the time he's 5, he's doing like 7-foot long jumps. Like they're hover hive on
See,
YouTube if
that's a
anyone
good
wants to check it
wheel.
out. But like
That's a good wheel.
I
CJ
got
started with.
I managed to get them a free M104, like just
Okay,
because he was, showing potential. So it was good. You're right, man. We all need to take a piss at some stage. I've taken like 5. Quick,
Yeah, that
while he's
OG
here,
Sherman
while
was
he's not here, let's talk shit about him. Oh, that Michael. He's a good bloke. Oh, I can't think of anything.
That's
Sorry.
hilarious.
I've had like 7 beers since we started.
That's all right, man. That we've been going for a while, man. We had to get ready to shut this thing
I
down,
know
man.
it was a short one. We're like 2 hours
Yeah, I was
40
like, oh
minutes.
yeah, we're only gonna do it for an hour. No problem, 3 hours.
Does anyone in the audience have any questions?
Any more questions?
Might have to skip to the bottom of the chat to see if they answer.
Oh, we're already at the we got all the for a big guy, which is better, big torque or large inch? Oh, I don't even know, Stan. I think that any wheel that you're going to get on, you're going to adjust how you ride on it. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
the bottom line. Any
Yeah.
wheel you get on, you especially if you have multiple wheels,
Yeah.
you can't ride them all the same.
I rode my links today just to go up to get it some beers. And that's the first time I rode it since I got the patent. And like, I fucking love the links. But like, when I got on it, I was just like, oh, that feels weird.
Right?
Like, it's all awkward and weird. Although I
Yeah,
don't have my
dude.
pads on there, but like, it just felt so strange.
I just put a pair of I'm looking around the corner. Power knobs. I found my power knobs came and I put them on the
Yeah, that's
two-door.
like Jessica Rain. That's her gig, isn't it?
What's that?
Jessica Rain is Power Knobs. Is that her gig?
Yeah, I think so. They're
Yeah,
in Canada, right?
I'm not sure.
I think
My
they're
mate in Perth though, he had some on his links, and they're pretty cool.
yeah.
Like,
I
it's
didn't get
weird
to
not
ride it
having
yet
them
though. It's been
top
so
pads though to lean into, but you don't need them. Like it holds you and you can do it. So you there's some adjusting, but they're actually pretty good.
yeah. I had to be careful,
I
man.
wouldn't
They
mind getting a
freaking
set.
over torqued the wheel with those things, man. But
You got to take off the toe pucks off the Liebkins though if you want to get the power knobs, because
oh yeah,
otherwise
you
they're in
have
the
to.
way.
It's not gonna
Yeah,
fit.
yeah. My pattern's starting to balance the batteries so the charge going.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Although there's a different charger to the links, like obviously because it's different voltage, but like the charge itself is different. So hopefully they've got rid of them links. So those links chargers are notoriously shit. I'm on my second one. Heaps of people have had dodgy chargers.
I just think Leaperkim's chargers are not too good. They break.
No, they're shit.
Yeah,
They're
they
shit.
break.
That's why you want to get a Roger charger or a Pizzoom charger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they break.
But yeah.
Hear that Leaperkim make better chargers.
Don't you got a Pitsum charger?
I did, but then I sold it to me mate because I was going to get the smaller one because the one I had was the big one.
You had the big long one, right? That greenish
But
one.
which has got wicked range and I can go to like 17 amp on my links. It's crazy.
How much did you get the one
I
you
wanted
sold
the
your
smaller one
friend?
because it's more bag friendly. But yeah. So I sold it to my mate with the intention to buy the smaller one, but then I quit my job and left Perth because I had to go see my mum.
Yeah, that sucks,
So,
dude. But hey, why don't you get one of those Roger chargers? He said you can get one for $200.
Yeah, my Leaper can
Yeah,
charge
that's basically the one that I sold to my mate. I want the small one with the digital screen. They're a bit more expensive.
He says yet. Hey guys, we are gonna have to get ready to shut this thing down. It is 1:04.
Never had a Leaper Kim charger die yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have.
yeah. A
It's the
lot of
only
my friends
downfall.
have.
Only
If we have
downfall.
any more questions, put it down in the chat. We're gonna start simmering it down now.
Yeah, chuck them
Yeah,
in there.
We've been running. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming on. You guys have anything
Hell
else you
yeah.
want to say before we roll
Hell
out?
yeah.
I appreciate you guys.
No.
This
So,
is what
or
it's
with
about.
CJ, do you guys see CJ or do you have like Chinese letters? Because I
Yeah,
see
it's just
Chinese letters.
yeah, that's CJ with the
It
Chinese
says
letter.
CJ.
Yeah,
Mine's got Chinese letters. That's weird.
yeah, it
Hang
is.
on, I'll try and
Mine's
take
like
a
that too,
screenshot.
but
Oh wait, I'll put him back up. There we go. Okay, where are we? Screenshot.
okay. So
Yeah.
we have no more questions. Guys, you have anything else you want to say before we roll out?
All I want to say is thanks everybody for joining me and Sensei and Dale again on that EUC talks here with Sensei, and it's been fun. And let's see what's in store for next week. I think Zach Darnell's next week, so let's see how
Get his
that
dad
goes,
in as
guys.
well. Get him to come in with his dad.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him. That'd be really
You know
cool.
what, dude? I believe that was Zach and his dad. They were at the expo, the New York City Expo. Cool dudes, man. Cool
Yeah?
dudes. Yeah.
Yeah, the
I would love
dad's
to
always
come
all
over
like
and hang out
fully
with you
suited
guys.
out too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That'd be cool if
Well,
both of
if
them
you
come
guys
on.
ever, if anyone wants to come over to Australia, I'll take you riding. We'll see some kangaroos, maybe some deer. You know.
Dude, that might. There's a few places. I have to hit California first.
I put a video from last night. I took last
I don't know,
night,
man.
and
I want to
put
go,
that
but
on
I
my
want to
Facebook. And I
go.
was like, if anyone wants to come over, you know, like Duff, Sensei Vegan, like if any of you want to come over, I'll take you on a tour, see the kangaroos
would
and
be
the
freaking
deers and the
awesome.
koalas, and yeah. I
That
got
would
the
be
spots.
awesome.
I got the spots.
That would
That'd
be
be
awesome.
cool, man.
Yeah, fucking.
Yeah.
If you can afford
Hell
it,
yeah.
do it.
Day.
All you do is come
day.
here, and I'll sort the rest out.
Well, everybody, again, thank you so much.
You
Remember,
guys.
you get on your wheel, you ride it. Like you hate it, you be safe out there, you ride it. Like you hate it. I'm Sensei. We got Dale, Green Master Mike. We
Green Master
appreciate
Mike.
y'all. Love y'all. Be safe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace, guys. Have a good one.
You.